People, I mean, hang on one second. I don't know whether, I mean, he says one story, and people are trying to, I need coffee. People are saying that he may have snatched that cat off the street. I don't know, because they had all the food, they had everything ready, and Elphaba has now released evidence, even though that evidence is a bit dodgy. That evidence is, I want to say, severely dodgy. I need to put water in the kettle. That evidence is severely dodgy in my eyes, but you know, I should have made the coffee beforehand. The evidence is supremely dodgy. Speaking of putty cats, my putty cat's come to say hello. That message was totally I mean, there's no, it's cropped in a certain kind of way, and I'm like, you thought this was evidence? I mean, it could be, but the story changes so much, because first it was the mom was ill, now it's the daughter is ill, and I'm so conflicted because there are so many different stories that Elphaba talk, and it's like, huh? First, what? So who was ill? And then I'm like, Stormy brought up a good point about if the mother was depressed, that cat looks supremely healthy. Hey, Trinity, that cat looks supremely healthy. And people who really do suffer badly with depression will know that not only do you let yourself go, unfortunately, this is something that happens if you are severely depressed, your animals go as well. And that happens. Thank you for the heart, Leon. That happens. So I'm like, it's dubious. Everything's dubious, and I'm like, oh, it's a bit. Morning, Sarah. Yeah, a lot of people are fuming. As a dog owner, it's really made me angry. That they've got. Yeah, I know. So a lot of people are fuming. A lot of people have rightly called RSPCA, left emails to different organizations and to different places. This is where Elphaba doesn't realize that, listen, I can get pissed off. Listen, we can sit and get ragey about the misinformation when it comes to them trying to claim autism, trying to claim ADHD. We can get pissed off about them trying to do all these things, you know. We can get pissed off at those things. Hey, Becca. And pouring litter down the drains. That's not how you get rid of litter, but okay. Yeah. When you bring animals into it, and we've seen how Elphaba treats other animals, and it's like, feels like they get away with everything and nothing happens to them, and it's so frustrating. I can fully understand that, Sarah. I fully can understand that. Yo, what are you doing? Really? You're going to use the toilet now, pussycat? I'm talking about cats, and we're talking about litter, and you want to go and use the litter tray? Don't you give me your attitude. I'm sitting there giving me her attitude. Did you hear that meowing back at me? Give me an attitude. Lovely. He forgets that the relevant people have pictures of the original state of the place. Yeah, and that's where he is trying to turn around and say, I think I saw one of their RGs. People are saying that I live in squalor and this, that, and the other. Yes, because there's been evidence, girl. There's been evidence. There's been evidence of it. There's been evidence. Didn't E or Maria cook the hamster in the heat wave? I don't think that's what happened, Becca. I mean, considering all the stuff that we've seen E do, at this point I wouldn't put it past E. Which on a cleaning up for one day won't help. No, it won't. It won't. Moonlight. I nearly called you Moonchild. Moonlight. Hello, Puttycat. It won't. He's going to have to keep up to date with that. And I'm sure Maria texts them saying the hamster overheated. Oh my god. Well, and this is where he's going to have to realise that looking after a cat is not simple. And, cats have attitude. I mean, my cat certainly has attitude. She picks it up from me, okay? She picks it up from me. I know exactly where she gets her attitude from. I've had her since she was a kitten. I know exactly where she gets her little attitude from. She gets it from me. And that's the reason why I look at her going, really? Seriously? But it's like, is E going to be able to handle when the cat decides to scratch everywhere? Hey, Haley. That explains why my two cats just want food and sleep. I mean, to be fair, my cat just wants food and sleep most of the time, which, that's pretty much me to a T. I generally want either food, coffee, or sleep. So yeah, I get that. Two dogs and it's hard work. I get that. Dogs are a little bit more work than cats are. Cats are more free-spirited. They're more independent. I think another thing that people are concerned about is it being just being one bed, being in one room. And he doesn't. I mean, I've got an indoor cat. My cat's indoors. However, she's got free roam of the entire house, and boy, does she have free roam. But, that cat's in one room. I would love a cat, but my partner doesn't really like them. So we have the two dogs. I get that. Some people are a cat person or a dog person. I'm more of a cat person than I'm a dog person. The poor cat doesn't even have its own bed. For somewhere safe to hide. I mean, the problem with that, though, is cats don't tend to use cat beds. I mean, mine doesn't. We bought her a cat bed, and when he finds that, because those hats are going to look good. What I'm going to say, those hats are going to look good for that cat. Oh, wait until that happens. And we all know cats scratch everything. Don't you little shit? Where are you? Where'd you go? Don't you? You end up scratching everything, don't you? Don't give me that look. Miss Attitude. Yes, cats end up scratching everything. I'd like a dog, but not yet. My cats are old ladies and don't want to upset them. Oh, I get that, Child Score. I get that. I'm waiting for the cat to the witch's hat when he puts it on to sing. Oh God, sing it on live. And that's the thing, I mean, if I start doing a singing live like right now, my cat would just give me a weird look and go to sleep. But I think and that's because I don't have the lungs like Elphaba does. Elphaba doesn't sing, they scream. Air fresh. Yeah, I saw the amount of air freshener they sprayed, which is going to cause problems. You know, I mean, yes, when a cat goes to the toilet, if they go for either one or two, it does leave a smell. And that's the reason why you have like air diffusers and things like that. You can use air fresheners, but not to the amount that Elphaba used. Jesus. Um, there was, this is the reason why. So I know that a lot of people are really upset because um, this is the reason why I think Elphaba doesn't realize that they brought an animal into this mess. Um, I mean, yeah, it is. Yeah, yeah, Becca, it is stinking already. Obviously, if they've used that much air freshener, but like, it's like this is where Alphabet does need to realize that. Sorry, no. The worry that I have is that Alphabet's going to get bored. Alphabet's going to get bored of this cat because to Alphabet, this is a quick fix of their attention, and you know, it's like and you see people do this. They will get a pet, or some people will get pregnant just to have the clickbait, just to have the clickbait titles on like social media. This is where social media really has sort of rotted people's brains with it. And this is the avenue that Alphaba wants to go down. Hey, Willow, this is the avenue that Alphaba wants to go down. And it's like your Alphaba has really pissed people off now. And it's like, oh, but also during this whole thing, right? All the mental health. This is Alphaba's been bouncing with. They slagged off Daryl the other day. They emailed you back, Jasmine. Oh, glad you got an email back. They slagged Daryl off the other day. Then they were crying about mental health, this, that, and the other. Which, by the way, the whole phone call about the mental health. Alpha's been all over the place the past couple of days. And one of the things that was done yesterday on IG, Alpha decided to quote unquote dox someone, I guess, and use an old picture, and then turn around and say that call people's work, and yeah, people have said about the collar. Okay, people have said that they couldn't wait to get the collar off. Yeah, but yeah. So, and then go back to Pokemon. This is the reason why you know that Pokemon isn't Alphaba's special interest, because why go back to Pokemon hunting as a diss? If Pokemon was your special interest, why use that as a diss to someone else? And then Alphaba decided to come at someone's shape of head and call them Mega Mind or Mega something. Was it Mega Mind? I think it was Mega Mind. This is like Alphaba just does so much. And I'm like, so you called out someone and said that you're going to call their work, because, and do I agree with what the person said, telling Alphabet's going on a live themselves? No, that's not something I'd do. I mean, have I thought that we should just piss off and get off the internet? Yes, I thought that. But this was such a weird way to go. Yeah, their special interest is money. But it was such a weird way to go. And I was sort of going, well, if that script was then turned on you, if people then called your housing, I mean, people have them, but if people called your housing, called your housing, if people went to your followers, Elphaba, not that Elphaba's watching this, but if people called the supporters of Elphaba and called their work and said that you're supporting and said that you're supporting a predator, if people did that, Elphaba would be the first to come on live and scream. And this is the reason why I sit there and I'm like, you wonder why you get the hate. Do I agree with what he said? No. But then your response is, oh, I'm going to find you and I'm going to contact your work and I'm going to do this. Okay. So your response is, we can find out exactly where, we can do this, we can. Guess what, Elphaba? People can do that to you as well. People can find out what charity is helping you, can find out what housing association is helping you, can find out all that shit about you. Your full name is on out here as well. You do know this. This is the reason why it annoys me, because I'm like, Alpha's coming on here and coming on trying to be Billy Badass, but then cries mental health. You can't sit here and cry fucking mental health and say that everyone's attacking you and everyone's coming after you when you come out with shit like that. Hi, Inspector. When you would come out with shit like that. Damn. They said they was sober, said on a live they was drinking on Halloween. Yeah, they're not sober. Becca, they're not sober. You can clearly see that they're not sober. They're trying to appear sober. They'll be out getting drunk tonight. They won't miss out the opportunity. Didn't they try to say they got the cat off Gumtree? Yes, they did. Someone said they got off Gumtree, yeah. No owner would rehome their pet like that. I mean, man, it depends. Some people do things on Gumtree. Give me the latest. I mean, just the cat situation. And like I say, yesterday, someone said that they posted a picture going on about coming at this guy's looks, which apparently, on good authority thanks to Reddit, this guy, that picture is 10 years old. Alphaba's just trying to intimidate people, trying to come back at people saying, oh, contact your work, da 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 da. But if people did that to Elphaba, and did that to Elphaba's supporters, contacted their schools, because we know Elphaba, has minors in the chat, contacted the minors, contacted the people that are mods for Elphaba will be screaming and crying across the fucking internet if their mods were contacted and all of their work shit was posted, their pictures were posted, and their looks were torn apart. It's hypocritical. But because somebody turned around and said, Elphaba, going on and live yourself, that's Elphaba's response. Okay. But if you get a cat from a random person, they'd give you the food, bed, toys. They had nothing. That must have gone and bought it. He claims they're a victim, but it's okay for them to troll others. Yeah, basically, yeah. Yeah, they're not a victim. Elphaba wants to be the victim. That's the problem. Elphaba wants to be the victim. And I will try and say that the guy saying that to Elphaba, yes, that does, in essence, make Elphaba a sort of victim, because it is an extreme thing to say. However, Elphaba, you come on live stream day after day after day. Like, you can't come live and not piss people off. Like, there's not on Instagram, on TikTok, no matter where you are, your face, literally, now at this point, pisses people off. He said he didn't care if they misgender someone if you watch one of the... Oh, no, I've sent that to him, Inspector, yeah. He flip-flops between those two things. He flip-flops between... He doesn't care if you misgender them, but now we're all transphobic because we're worried about a cat. He flip-flops between wanting to use the trans card when it suits them, and then when they want to appear like a Billy Badass, then that doesn't matter to them. That's how you know And the more Elphaba talks, that's how you know the trans card is just a weapon. That's how you know the trans card is just a fucking weapon to them. I scroll past their lives. I wait till I see Cam2 and other creators' awareness of this. Me too, Kitty. I mean, I think I'm blocked now again. I was blocked, then unblocked. Now I think I'm blocked again. I mean, I don't mind being blocked, to be fair. I don't mind being blocked. But no, I see a lot of my stuff through Pro Nothing, Banbird, Misty, Pezza, Stormy. I watch all three of the people. Yes, also we're also Karens apparently, even though he acts like a Karen more than anyone else. Yeah, Haley, I know. Everyone's a Karen, which Elphaba. You got blocked for asking if he was singing or strangling the cat. Becca. I find it's just the irony in everything. Everyone's Trump supporters, even though we don't live in America. And we're all right-winged people. No, Elphaba, you are more right-winged than any of us. Elphaba is more with the extreme views that Elphaba has and the bigoted views and the harm and damage that Elphaba does to the trans community, to the whole LGBT plus community, to the disabled community, to the mental health community. Elphaba is more right-winged than any of us. You know what? I think I heard someone turn around and say that Elphaba might be a plant. Might be a plant. Which, you know what? I can kind of see it. I'm sorry, Inspector. I'm so sorry, Inspector. So, yeah, that's has he been reported to housing? I think a lot of people are. Chris, I think a lot of people are. I bet you do, Inspector. Yeah, I bet you do. I think a lot of people are reporting Elphaba right now because Elphaba literally getting a cat. Elphaba was warned. Elphaba was warned by a lot of people. Before getting this cat, Elphaba was warned by so many people. You get this cat and gloves are off. A lot of people did warn Elphaba. So, yeah. I know. Elphaba hasn't been arrested, no. They're currently raging on IG trying to prove that they didn't steal the cat, that the cat was given to them, but the proof is dubious at best. As with all things, Elphaba, everything's dubious. Hey, Gemma. It's good to see you. Yeah, I know. I didn't realise that I hadn't been live for so long. At the peak of my mental health getting better, I found out. Oh, I'm so sorry, Inspector. I'm so sorry. A lot of people are saying that, Martin. Honestly, I don't know, because you can make arguments for both, but a lot of people are saying that the cat was stolen off the streets because of the collar. Alpha wanted to get the collar off so much, so there were a lot of posts, a lot of exposed posts are being put up because there were a lot of missing cats in the area that matched the description. So yeah. But this is where I think Elphaba really has, like I say, you know, a lot of us, we call out Elphaba for like the misinformation when it comes to a lot of different things, and you know, we get angry at that. But this, I think, has really amped people up now. It doesn't make sense how they got the cat to the house unless the person dropped off. But um, kind of Elliot. Yeah, I mean, it depends. It could be either, you know. And again, that story changes as well. I think our time I said that they got on a bus for 40 minutes. None of Alphaba's stories make any sense when it comes to this cat. None of the stories make any sense, and I think that's where people are like, there is a bit of in your logic. It's just it's just wild, you know, and that's the problem when it comes to E is that none of their stories make any sense. They said they got it from a shelter. Yeah, first it was a shelter and then it was Gumtree. First it was a shelter and then it was Gumtree. Now, as we all know, if it was from a shelter, the cat would have been neutered, and like a shelter has procedures in place. So I think that's where, because that storyline fell apart, then that's when like Elphaba, like the problem with Elphaba is Elphaba has or tries to have different storylines for different lies. And that's the problem. Like that's the reason why Elphaba is currently calling everyone transphobic and right winged. Elphaba is setting up the storyline because they know that they've done something probably not right, and people are coming for Elphaba with the cat. So now Elphaba is setting up the storyline for that. Elphaba is setting up the storyline. Oh, all these haters are just coming at me because I'm trans. That's the storyline that's going to be coming. I mean, it's already starting. So a shelter would also assess the home and Elphaba were suitable to care for it. Well, so yeah, yes, exactly, Martin. They would. If it came from a shelter, there would be procedures and paperwork. Yes, Angie, they would. Yeah. He said, I heard he got it off a single mum, another target of theirs. See, this is where Elphaba always says single mum, single mum, single mum. That's another thing that Elphaba sticks to is single mum, single mum, single mum. Because in Elphaba's head, and this is where I will come and say Elphaba has right-winged talking points. Elphaba views single women as weaker. And that's what Elphaba preys upon. Elphaba preys on single women. And that's the reason why Elphaba uses that storyline. Elphaba uses that storyline. Elphaba is more right-winged than any of us combined. Knowing the procedure for rescuing animals, there's no way that's true. Right, exactly, yeah. Dean Witch, hello. He's already said it's microchipped from the previous owner. It's covering for stealing it. So show the paperwork then. If it's microchipped from the previous owner, you would have the paperwork. You'd have to sign up on the paperwork, and also, you've changed the name to Mew because that's the only Pokemon you fucking know is Mew, right? You've changed the name to Mew, so the paperwork would have to be reflective of that if the cat is microchipped. Alpha's logic is say it's from a single mum because no one will question her. Right, Angie, yeah, which doesn't work. Doesn't work. We paid 50 in my cat from some people in Europeans in Barnsley. He was locked in a room. Oh, Elliot. Oh, poor thing. No, they won't show it in. Oh, shit. They won't show it at all. Yes, I heard that. Yes, I've seen Stormy's video. Yes, apparently the cat was called Missy originally. Yeah, I've heard that too. Um, and if that's the case, then the paperwork, again, see, this is where Elphaba's own logic, Elphaba says that the cat was chipped beforehand. If the cat was chipped again, that would all be in the paperwork. So why don't you show us, eh? I mean, obviously I ain't going to see it now because I'm live, but why don't you show people the paperwork? Although, wait, just like with the messages, it's all going to be doctored. Because Elphaba cannot show a full receipt. Thank you for the hot me tea. Elphaba cannot show a full receipt. Just like with the mental health call. It said incoming call, but no name, no nothing. But we're supposed to believe Elphaba, who is a liar. Last night he was trying to call the cat by its original name. Midnight, cat didn't respond at all. Well, this is the problem. He's over now by two by. This is too far. Bringing a defenseless living thing into their sick game. Oh, I know. Yeah, that's the reason why a lot of people are angry. That's the reason why a lot of people are really, really angry. I mean, you know, what if he stole it, then waiting for someone to come up with reward? I mean, with Elphaba, at this point, anything's possible. You paid £100 for my kitten River from a charity. I had to provide letter from my landlord. Yeah, you generally do. This is the reason why a lot of the stuff what Elphaba's doing right now. I mean, the stuff that apparently this. When I first seen those messages that Elphaba showed on their IG as proof, it's like that happened on Saturday. Or the initial thing happened on Saturday. So this has been going on for a week. So what about all the... It's just wild. All this stuff is wild. Elphaba's storylines do not make any sense. Have you seen Insta stories over the last hour? They have been wild, Paul. I've seen a few, not all of them, but I've seen a few. They have been wild. I am blocked on Instagram as well. I have my ways and means, but yes, I've seen a few. So on the Insta now, they're saying it's Facebook FB moms who support Trump and Tommy Robinson. I don't know whether you can say that on TikTok. I don't know if you can say that person's name on TikTok, actually. Who's angry. Girl, again, for fuck's sake, no. No. This isn't a political stance. It's not because you're trans. It's not because you're this. It's because it's you. When is this going to get... Like, I know some people can be stupid, and Elphaba's not stupid. They just play stupid. But at this point, you really are thick. Stop trying to make it into Trump and Tommy Robinson, which... Girl, it's not political. People don't like you because of your actions, and you are more like Tommy Robinson than anyone. You are more like that man than anyone with the shit that you spew on this app. You are more like Tommy Robinson than anyone. It's all for attention. He knew this poor cat would bring in news. Yeah, they knew, Tara. I can't wait till the toilet gets blocked from all the calendar. But that's going to cause a huge problem, Gemma. That's going to cause a huge problem. Less stressful to just assume everything he says is a lie. Yes, T. Yeah, everything that he says is a lie. Yes, Haley. Anything but owning up to their own actions. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You currently, Elphaba, have a cat in a little box room that we've seen the state that you get it into. We've seen you literally puke all over your floor, puke into your sink. You're going to get drunk tonight for Halloween. We all know that. We know that about you. This cat's going to be forgotten about. It's going to be neglected. That's the reason why people are pissed off. Got nothing to do with Trump, nothing to do with trans, nothing to do with Tommy Robinson at fucking all. But the fact that you bring that up means you're more like them than you fucking think you are. He uses politics, trans, mental health to make them feel important. Yeah, exactly, Kitty, they do. Hey, Jade. He's definitely... definitely has the cat for rage bait, but he put their needs before an actual breathing animal. Oh, yeah, they definitely will, yeah. Them and... He and Rachel needs these animals removed. It's blatant to be... Well, yeah. Thank you for the heart me, Ellie. God, wow. My eyesight's so bad these days. As soon as someone who is actually waiting to get an autism... Sorry, as someone who is actually waiting to get an autism assessment, it enrages me. E uses for excuses. Oh yeah, that's how you know E is an autistic. E is just reading things off Google. And you can tell E's just reading things off Google. E's not living the experience of an autistic person or ADHD person. They're just reading it off Google, and you can tell. Gemma says, E also doesn't realize that cats are independent. They don't want to be constantly handled. Oh, yeah. You see, my little furball, she's currently asleep on my fucking clothes horse again. That thing's starting to bend now with her weight. Fat ass. But it starts to have like a little dip because of where she's sleeping. But no, my cat, sometimes if she comes with the cats, they come to you. That's the thing. They come to you. They come to you. And sometimes I pick her up like she's a little baby still. She lasts about a few minutes and then she's like, nah, I want to get off. You definitely will drink. The novelty has already started to... Yeah, I know, T, exactly. Exactly. Oh, what the fuck, my phone. I give your cat a lovely bed, but apparently my bed is better. Well, that's it, Gemma. That's it, you know. As I say, my cat is currently asleep. We've got one of those... because our dryer broke like years ago, and we bought a heated clothes horse that heats up, and it has a cover on it. That's where my cat's decided to sleep now, and it's starting to bend a little because obviously it's a clothes horse. She's currently asleep on there. But yeah. But I bought this cat a bed. We've got... my brother-in-law brought her a scratching post. Hasn't used it once. Will use the bed. She will use the bed, which is wooden. She will use the bed. She'll use the sofa. She'll use our gaming chairs. However, she will not use that scratching post. At all. Yeah, maybe we'll sleep on the clothes horse, but at the moment she's curled up on my bed. Aww, Jamal. Yeah, this is new. This is very, very new for my little one. It's only recently that she started to sleep on it. We've had the clothes horse for a while, and it's only recently that she started to sleep on it. She has like different spots. One was in the sink for a while. Then one was in the bath for a while. Then one was in our feet, our bed feet for a while when I was sleeping in bed. Then there was, oddly enough, on the sofa, like actually just sitting there, like stoic on the sofa. Then there was my partner's desk, and she went from my partner's desk to the clothes horse. I think it was because she kept on falling off my partner's desk. Like, she would hang on because she fall asleep and then hang on the side. So eventually, because she moves, she'll end up falling off. It's like dozy cat. Yes, I'm talking about you. Don't get no response. I get ignored. I Jimmy the cat got into the wardrobe and uses the hats as scratching posts. They will though. That's the thing. If Elphaba leaves that hat about, because it's a certain material, isn't it? That cat will use it as a scratching post. As I say, my cat uses freaking everything as a freaking scratching post, other than the freaking scratching post. I often find bits of gaming chair on the floor. Ooh, I'm being given an evil look because I'm talking about her. Yes, I'm talking about you. She's just sitting there staring at me. I call him a little shit because she is. Oh, bless my river got too brave and jumped up when I was in the bath. Ended up trying to. Oh, bless. No, because I don't take baths. So that luckily has never happened. So Eve finds it not okay to tell them to unalive, but it is completely fine telling everyone else to. Oh yeah, Inspector. Hypocritical. Yeah, very hypocritical. I noticed Eve put their wicked hats in the wardrobe. Well, because they know it's gonna happen. Hey, Pug Life. Last Munchkin. God, why is that hard to say? Those perfumes will probably get knocked over soon. They probably will, yeah. I mean, my cat's knocked everything over. My nail varnishes, tarot card decks, cups. She's a little menace. I call her menace to society. Or just menace to me. Is it bad that I am excited for the demise of the hat? No, it's not bad at all. Not bad at all. It's going to be amusing to see how Elphaba handles that, though. Thank you for that, Army BB. What's everyone doing for Halloween? I am going to curl up into a ball and hope that no kids come near my door, so that I don't have to open the door every 5 seconds. I'm just gonna put. I'm not really a fan of Halloween these days. That's what I'm gonna do. But good morning, BB. She wasn't happy. I mean, I bet she wasn't happy jumping into the bath. Okay, Jade, gotta go. Have a good night. I hope you have a good night too. Cats are curious things. They, Inspector, yes, they are. Yes, they are. Yes, cats are very curious little creatures. Yeah, the posh glass kettle. My cat knocked that off the side and no more kettle. Oh no. The scar. Oh no. Oh no. They are very curious little creatures. They are very curious little creatures. My tuxedo called JD used to bring us large rubber bands as presents. Well, kidding. I mean, interesting present to bring back. And so mine's an indoor cat, so she doesn't bring us any presents. She just ends up having to chase her own tail. I'm going to Big Brother live eviction. Ooh, Martin, cool. Is that still on? I didn't know Big Brother was still on. I don't watch it, so I didn't know it was still on. Lights and pretend I'm not home. Yeah, exactly. That's it. Lights and pretend I'm not home. Hey, Razor, thank you for the heart me, by the way. Yeah, lights up. Exactly, yeah. Wanted to go to a Sam Hain festival, but it was sold out. Yeah, I know. That's the problem of mine. Yeah, Big Brother was it. Oh, I get that. Yeah. I might do a little ritual. I normally do like a little ritual. That's the reason why, like, don't open my door. I'm lighting candles. Leave me alone. Oh, it's your wedding anniversary, so we're packing the kids off to my mum's and having a date night. Oh, Charles Scott, that'd be lovely. Aw. You're dressing as Morticia Adams this year. Might repurpose it. Yeah. Oh my god. Morticia Adams is an icon, though. She's fabulous. Thank you for the breakthrough, Star Razor. We blamed the postman for dumping the rubber bands on the doorstep at one point. Oh, you blamed the postman? You're in your Halloween costume. Do you want to say, oh, you're in your Halloween costume? Ah. Oh, it's your wedding anniversary too? Oh, cool. I gotta do candle ritual and bath when I get. Yeah. Just, it's not gonna be like a spectacular ritual, just a little one to celebrate the season. Don't know if any pagan groups are in certain where I live, but I got big park with ultra. Ooh, mine, yeah. That would be an interesting one. I mean, I'm not in that area. I live like miles away, but yeah, I don't know if there are any pagan groups where I am. What is a pagan? Well, pagan is a very hard. Well, it's not hard to describe. It's a need to go buy a pumpkin. You could buy a pumpkin. Pagan. I would say it's a belief system, but it depends on which deviation of paganism you're in. Because like there's witchcraft, there's Nordic, there's so many different like paths to do with paganism. So it's really hard to find. For me, for example, which is the reason why Elphaba made me laugh with that spell, because I'm like, that's not witchcraft at all, and that's not how that works. As I say, some people go down the Wiccan path, and then there are even older traditions. So it all depends on which path you go down. Thank you for the gifts. Less about belief system, but spiritual. That's a better way to say it. Sorry, that's a better way to say it. Spiritual journey and intuition work. So yeah, that's a better way to say it, Martin. I don't know why belief came into my head. That's a better way to say it. Spiritual journey. That's a better way to say it. Be right back. Triple. Okay, inspect. Yeah. But yeah. I'm so. Morning, HGT. Hello. Apparently, my teeth are not. I mean, I don't have my teeth in anyway, but apparently, I need to put my teeth in because I can't talk today. I think this is the reason why sometimes I prefer videos, even though I stutter in my videos as well. But live streams, I stutter a lot. I stutter a lot in my live streams. And I'm like, oh. Although I did manage to work out how to put gaming to anime, so that was cool. Even though I have not been, I've worked all that out, got animes working, got TikTok Live Studio working, and have not done it yet. But good morning anyway. So like, what I'm curious to know what the end result's going to be here with the cat, with Elphaba, because the fact that Elphaba's calling everyone Trump supporters and Tommy Robinson supporters, and it's a very strange road to go down. And then threatening to call everyone's work because they're calling Elphaba out, and it's like, is it me or is Elphaba getting more and more desperate? And it's ever since they lost the big account. The big account's gone, and all of a sudden, there have been some very, like, dangerous. I mean, yes, they were like it before, but it just seems to be ramped up even more. Like there was the robot talk, AI again. Like the mental health thing seems to be going up and down every 5 seconds. I'm like, are you doing this for a reason? Because we all know that yeah, they seem more desperate for the attention and the validation from others. So I'm like, what? I mean, I know. Well, I have a feeling that Alphabet has been told to come offline. I mean, I keep on telling them to come offline because the more they're online, the more damage they're doing. But Alphabet's not going to listen to that advice. But it's like I think things are slowly closing in on them, and I mean, but we've had that before. Hmm. I think we've had these crash outs before. Do you think we're due a really big crash out? Um, every time they called the police, they would. Oh, excuse me. Every time they called the police, they would have been told to come up on. Yeah, they would. That's the reason why you know it's a lie. That's how you know them calling the police, them calling the mental health team as well, calling the mental health team, calling the police, because social media is the problem, and that's the root of it. Police, mental health team, all these teams would tell Alphaba to get off social media because that is the root of the problem. They know their time on TikTok is running out and they are just trying to hold on to any relevance. But that's true, Lost Munchkin. That is very true. And then, like, yeah, that's very, very true. Hang on 1 second. Ow! My scars are driving me nuts. Um, and I feel like this is where this is how you know that the stuff that he says about police and mental health team and all this, you know it's a lie because and the thing that also is going to trip Alphabet up as well is they say that they are currently um, on the NHS for their transition. Okay, which there's a whole problem with them taking money for their transition, and then I'm still pissed at that because there are trans people out there who have. But I'm going to put that aside a second. The mental health team and the team that are currently helping them with their transition, right? Thank you for the thank you for the boo jammer. The problem is the more erratic Alphabet is, the more they're not going to be able to transition. I mean, my theory is it's all a lie. No police, no transition, no nothing. It's all a lie to get money. What Alphabet is a right-winged grifter. You look at these right-wing grifters out here on social media trying to cause problems, and you look at Alphabet, same talking points, just a complete, exactly the same talking points. You know, apparently AI says I'm discussing. What am I discussing, AI? You? Which, by the way, won't say my profession, but the first instance he would be told to get up to. Yes, yeah. I mean, we all know that, and that's the reason why, like, those of us who, even me, right? Because I've been in social media a lot longer than Alphabet has, as much as people may not know that. I said doing social media. I've been online a lot longer. than Elphaba has. So, and I know when, and I know when to stop. Even back when I was Elphaba's age, I knew when my mental health was going on a decline. I knew when to stop, whereas Elphaba doesn't. And that's the reason why, well, I think Elphaba does. Let me rephrase that. This is how you know Elphaba is lying about their mental health issues. Because those of us who do suffer really badly with mental health know ourselves enough to know that social media is social media and our mental health comes first. People can call that selfish, but our mental health comes first. And Elphaba is trying to play mental health, but when you look at it, the thing that's causing the anguish in Elphaba's life is social media, but they won't quit it. They won't leave. No matter how much people have told them to leave, they won't. And that's how you know they're not seeking professional help. Because the professionals, I've seen many in my time, would tell them to come offline, would tell them to stop. Because it's the thing that's causing Elphaba the problem is social media. And that ultimately, I'm just a dipshit with a microphone, right? I'm just somebody that, you know, talks shit. But the thing is it's not going to be me. You know, I can come on and talk about Elphaba, you know, as I've done. Oh, by the way, I'm bringing back tarot cards, and I'm like, I don't know which tarot deck I want to use. My partner says I can use all three of them, depending what day I want to use it. But anyway, it's not going to be me. It's not going to be Stormy, Misty, Pezza, anyone like that. We aren't the downfall of Elphaba. Who is the downfall of Elphaba? Themselves. And the sooner Elphaba realizes that, the better they will be. Because all we're doing is responding to their actions and what they do online. Yes, some of us may be emailing places, but, you know, because of the harmful stuff that Elphaba puts out online. But that's the thing. Elphaba's going to be their own downfall. The more they're online, the more harm they're going to do. And that's the reason why I turn around and say, Elphaba's more right-wing than any of us. Because it will be their downfall. How do you begin to help someone when they keep ignoring your advice? I mean, that's it though, you know. Elphaba's had 5 years of this. Elphaba's had 5 years to change. And then they are young enough to change. I say that with bated fucking breath. Because I don't think they ever will. It's going to get to a point where they're either going to be forced to get offline because there is so much evidence out there. And here's the thing, new people come on TikTok every single day. So I can only speak for myself. I'm in a constant fight of, because Elphaba is live every single day and posts on IG and does, like, I have never known someone to do this much shit on a daily basis. So, and you know, there's always new people that Elphaba manages to coax into their manipulation. So you're sort of always fighting with, well, they're going to be their own downfall. They're not taking anyone's advice. So they're going to destroy themselves. But then there are new people coming along that necessarily don't go back and look and probably don't see the manipulation that Elphaba is doing. So it's a catch-22 with that one. And, you know, Elphaba's never going to take our advice, but I think it's more from a professional point of view. We can only advise them what to do. The rest is up to them. Oh yeah, definitely, definitely. Because they're too arrogant and self-obsessed to care. Yes, Kitty. Yeah, they give off the thing is with Elphaba is Alpha gives off the persona that they care, but it's false. I think I did a video about like false empathy. Um, yeah, the digital footprint he leaves behind is astonishing, and he forgets what they said or done. Yeah, and that's the thing. The digital footprint this month alone is wild, let alone this year, and let alone the past 5 years. And I think Pezza brought up a good point with this cat situation. I think this cat situation is to hide the other situations, like the Jennifer Neve situation and things like that. It's to hide other situations, to get other people to not talk about the other situation. And once you figure out Alphaba's pattern of they fuck up, they move, they try and deflect onto something else, they fuck up there, and it's just a constant cycle of trying to cover up what they did previously with something else, that they fuck up there, and then they try and cover that fuck up. It's a whole. That's the reason why the past. I mean, iNabba did a great video. iNabba's done quite a good few videos on Elphaba. And Jake Baz has also done a good few videos on YouTube. And there are countless TikTok videos to do with Elphaba throughout the past 5 years. Countless videos on YouTube. So, I mean, Elphaba can try and hide, but it's not going to work. Yes, Haley. Yes. This is the reason why Elphaba is more like Trump than Elphaba realizes. The distraction techniques, the deflection, the manipulation, the abuse tactics that Trump uses, Elphaba's using. That's the reason why when Elphaba says, all your Trump supporters, I mean, did you get the playbook from Trump? Is that how it is? Because I just laugh at it and I'm like, girl, you're more like him than you realize. You're more like Trump and a right-winged person than you realize. Which, by the way, those files are going to be released at some point. I know I don't normally talk like politics, but like, well, I can do, but like, me and my partner have very good political, not debates, but discussions. Those files have got to be released sometime, right? Come on. Like Trump ran on that campaign. Oh, I'll release the files and I'll do this, and it's like, you're doing everything to hide the files. Did you hear about Prince Andrew? Oh yeah, I've seen the IG's page. I've seen them. Yeah. And did you hear about Prince Andrew losing his title? Shame. He has stated the woman is mentally unstable when that's more lies. Yeah, I know, Paige, because I know, Paige. Well, yeah, I know, Paige, because first it was the child was ill. Now it's the woman is ill. The lies. I don't think there was a phone call, to be honest, but there we go. Yeah. I know. I feel sorry. For I've got some American friends who keep me updated with what's going on, and here's the thing: my FYP is wild. I get our politics, I get American politics, so I know what's going on. I know exactly what's going on. I'm very much, and I really do feel for my American fellow people in this world. Paige, you're usually a quiet viewer, but this has rolled me up the wrong way. I know, Paige. A lot of people are so angry when it comes to the cat. A lot of people are. You haven't vaped in weeks now. I mean, I'm vaping. I don't know whether you can hear that through me talking, but I'm vaping. But, yeah, I get it. My FYP is full of that 3i Atlas comment. Oh, okay, wow. I mean, to be fair, my FYP is also full of hot men, gaming. Like, my FYP is all over the shop, like everywhere. You'd be surprised what my FYP is full of. It's full of like a lot of things. Just have to talk about 2K plus for my rabbit. Oh my god, he will never have that kind of money. No. Fuck out. Wow. Pedro, that's a lot of money. Mind strange fart pranks and updates of the comment. Well, yeah. Yeah, I get that. I mean, that's the reason why. So, like, I also follow a lot of people who talk about things like media literacy, stuff. Things like media literacy and things like that. Site sources, and things like that. But yeah, you are correct. Too many people use their FYP as a news source. Yeah, you are correct. That's the reason why. So, like, when he's like raging on like different things, it's like you're so uneducated because you're just getting your stuff from TikTok or Instagram, and it's like, read. I mean, like, site sources. I mean, this isn't to disparage my Americans, but the running joke, I think even within like Americans, like some Americans have said this, is that a lot of Americans read at a 6th grade level, which I didn't really understand what that meant until I saw a video on it about like what the difference is between reading at a 6th grade level and a 7th grade level. And it's the difference between looking at a source. How's the best way I can describe this? Because they described it in a much better way than I will. What was the sort of, well, how did she describe it? Because she was a literacy person and actually taught. It was basically citing sources and character, but basically like when you read characters in a novel, when you have to analyze the text within a character. So it's what is the character doing and what's the world doing, and the two don't meet. And so the character can develop, but it's not really on the 6th grade level. You're like, oh, the character develops and the world develops. On the 7th grade level, it's the character develops because of the world developing and because of these things interacting with the world. That's the best way I can describe that. Yeah, Google is free pay. It is, yeah. Hey, Lolly. But Google is free. You are correct. So is it? Yeah, and like, and it got me thinking about that got me thinking about media literacy and like citing sources and like AI is doing everybody dirty. I know at the moment the middle class are freaking our yeah. The thing is that like, and when it comes to AI, especially Sora AI, there is a tell. Not because people are removing they're finding ways to get rid of the logo, and so how was this described to me? It was basically the static noise within a within a video, um, and you can slightly tell. You have to have a really trained eye, which I'm fucking almost blind as a bat. But you can kind of tell, even if it's almost perfect, there's almost like a grainy, really fine sort of way of dealing with things. And there is, even AI is getting a lot better. There are still tells. It's just harder to tell these days. AI is the great level unknown. It depends. I mean, AI is the great level unknown. I mean, it depends. I mean, some people. I mean, AI. People are using AI for. Some people use AI for. I mean, what do you mean by leveler, though? Hang on. What do you mean by leveler? As in the economic side of things? What I'm going to say that sort of like, even if you're using ChatGPT to sort of write your own things, you do have to. And the thing is that if you're using ChatGPT to cite like an essay or something, or like, I don't know, trying to find information, cat, you are snoring and I can hear you, you noisy cow. Um, if you want to cite like using ChatGPT to cite things, it will cite sources, but you have to go and figure out whether those sources are correct. I find it wonderful when people in cushy jobs economically are put out of their environment. Well, yeah, I mean, that can happen as well. Yeah, that can happen. AI has done a lot of different things. I just find it funny that people like Elphaba are screaming about it. Like, be real, computers can do what you can do, but I'm an artist. Yeah, yeah. I mean, a lot of people are. I mean, yeah, I get that. A lot of artists are upset about art, like artists AI. I mean, I use things like Canva AI to create like Canva little art things, but like, they were fun for me. But I think it's people's intent with it. You know what I mean? People's intent. Morning, Mel. Good morning. Are we still? Oh yeah, we are still in morning. Good morning. Um, I think it's people's intent with it, but like, yeah, you can't. I don't think. I don't think AI will fully replace an artist. You know, an artist does a great job. A lot of these artists take Etsy small business owners are having to show. Oh, it's the same for Timu and Shein. Yeah, I know. Sort of like fast fashion kind of thing. Yeah, I get that page. Yeah, being an artist is a skill. I have been de-skilled by AI. However, humanity is worth so much more. Yeah, humanity is worth so much more. It is. Humanity is worth so much more. And I think we are seeing a real pushback, not just with AI, with gaming companies as well, streaming companies. We're seeing a lot of pushback with that as well. I've been watching a lot of content to do with like digital copies of, not digital copies, hard copies of things like DVDs, songs. I mean, I use YouTube Music, but I know I've got like hard copies of songs as well, and things like gaming things as well. Like, technology is moving forward in that thing, but people are concerned that we don't own anything, and it's true, we don't. We don't own anything anymore. And people can take away the licensing and things like that. So people are creating a pushback with AI. People are creating a pushback when it comes to digital products, streaming services. People are starting to talk about it. What's my thoughts on digital ID? I mean, my thoughts on it are, see, I always thought that we have, see, we have something, we have digital ID. Hey, let me review. We have digital ID in this country. We have it. You can have a hard copy ID and you can have a digital copy ID. So we already have digital ID. What I think the problem is the government want us to have a digital ID to survey, and it's more like a surveillance kind of thing. And when you look deeper into who owns the companies, like the facial recognition companies, and things like that, it's not UK based. It's American based. It's American based. So it's a bit dubious, because it's a bit like, oh. So hey B, I'm doing okay. I hope you're doing okay too. So the whole digital ID system is a bit dubious, and like they say that they just want to roll it out for work. Oh, it exists, mate. I think it was one of the politicians. Was it Keir Starmer who said it? Was it Keir Starmer who turned around and said that they're going to be rolling out to work first, and saying, yeah, it was Keir Starmer. I thought it was. Keir Starmer, mate. Digital IDs already exist in work. They don't, like, it doesn't exist in the government side of things, but companies already they have hard ID, but they also have a digital ID. They have digital calendars, it already exists. Digital ID exists. It just doesn't exist in the way that the government wants it to happen. And that's the reason I'm sort of like, and when you look at the companies, I have had to give my facial recognition to one thing, unfortunately, but I wanted to use the service, so I had to. And when you look at the companies that are running these ID checks, facial recognition systems on different things, it's not UK based, it's American based. So, and when you have people like RFK Jr. who said that they want a database for autistic people and this, that, and the other, it's more, to me, it sounds like digital police surveillance. Yeah, saying if you can't have it, you can't work, which is wild to me. How does that work for people who are disabled then and who can't work? It's just a control tactic, I reckon. It's ultra overreach when a government want to track harmless civilians. Kind of, yes, Lolly, it is, yeah. It's something to shut up the racists who are trying to keep the better. Yeah, which is, yeah, that's a freaking. And here's the thing: the race wars that are happening in the UK. Guess who's profiting from that? The politicians. Politicians are the one who are profiting from that. We shouldn't need to be accountable to a government. That seems like a dictatorship. Yes, Lolly, it does, yeah. Yes, Lolly, history is a cycle. I'm not the only one who notices the definite decline in definite cycles. Also, national insurance is our ID. Also, passports. I mean, I don't have a passport, B, but I do. Everyone has a national insurance ID. You are given that at birth? Is it a birth? I mean, I think it's given at birth. It's infuriating. They blame the immigrants, but not focusing on the British white men who analyze. Yeah, and that's the problem. Paige, yeah, you're not wrong. I see it. I definitely see it. Definitely see it. Definitely, I see it. I'm like, okay. And what really pisses me off, I will turn around and say, I am not a woman, right? I'm also somebody that doesn't have a child. This is the reason why I have my opinions, right? And it's the reason why I don't normally talk about this topic because I'm neither a woman nor do I have a child. However, what I'm getting pissed off about is it's all being done under the guise of protecting women and children. That is a crock of shit. That is a crock of shit if I ever heard it. It's a lot of crap. It's a divide politicians and the news want people to bicker. It helps them out attacking minorities. Yeah, Paige, it does. It does. If they can attack minorities, then we won't look at the bigger picture of no, it's the politicians, it's the people in power that are causing the problems. I mean, existential Halloween nightmare. Yeah, there has been a lot, and like I say, it's just there has been so much. No problem. Always has been, unfortunately, so scared of raising a boy, and it's like, I know, Paige, I know. I'm scared for the, I've got friends who have kids, and it's like I'm so scared for them because it's just like, what the hell? What world are we freaking living in today? White man goes to protest to protect women and kids. P.S. He has pride. Yes, Lolly, yeah. Did you see what really got me was a woman came on, a woman, I shit you not, a woman at one of these protests, which, no fucking protest, it's just one of them, they just wanted to wear the fucking dicks about. Anyway, got a woman on stage, and because the woman turned around and said it was a white British man that did grape her, I had to say that because fucking TikTok rules, because she didn't follow the line and say it was an immigrant, she was quickly taken off stage. So it's bullshit that it's protecting women and children. It's blatant racism. That's what that is. People first it was gay people. It's like a line. It's like a line that they want to go through the minorities. It's like, oh, we've already come after the gay people. We've already come after women. Like we've already come after women. They've got their rights. We've already come after gay people. They've got their rights. So now it's immigrants and trans people. The media is the media. Here's the thing. So sort of like the media is one big lie. So sort of like this is the reason why like when somebody came around and said the FYP news is misleading. It can be. It depends on who you follow. So the media is because what's his name? Rupert Murdoch. I think that's his name. Rupert Murdoch. He owns nearly all of the newspapers. And by the way, I found out GB News, if you follow GB News, you want to know why Nigel Farage gets so much fucking news on GB News? GB News, right? It does speak volumes. GB News is owned by, like, I believe two politicians, the ones that speak the most on GB News, have stakes in GB News, but it's not even a British company. The owners of GB News are not British owned. One's Australian, and I can't remember the other one's from, but one's Australian. It's like, okay. I don't know, Lolly. Reform will most likely win the next election. It promises to be a very spicy few decades henceforth. I mean, I don't know. I mean, the Greens are doing quite well. Jack Palensky, I hope I'm pronouncing his name correctly. Zach, not Jack. Why did I say Jack? Zach Palensky. See, this is the reason why I must admit, like, because I watch a lot of different things. Zach Palensky, sorry, has been doing really well. Has been doing supremely well, and been completely destroying, and also, where somewhere in Wales, is it in Wales? Was it Labour or Reform? One of them lost to Clive, I think it is, in Wales. I think it was in Wales. Where is Keir? I went into him and votes for change. I feel let down. Zach equals 1. Yeah, I know, yeah. Exactly, yeah, I know. Exactly. The left wing have never been so far right before. Yeah, I know, Paige. I know. Like this is where sort of like there's a song that circulates through TikTok, and I see it quite a bit. And the beginning part always, and when it sticks out to me is it's not the left versus the right. I can't remember how the fucking rest of the song goes, but that part always sticks out to me. Because at this point, it doesn't feel like that. It doesn't feel like that. It doesn't feel like left versus right anymore. It feels like right versus wrong. And a lot of people, when you look at it, it's the reason why I do not like legacy media. Because it drives me nuts. I love how we started on Elphaba, now on legacy media. Now we're on to a little bit of political news. I find it's just interesting, you know. I mean, you love political, Joshua. I mean, I do watch, to be honest, I watch a lot of different political things. And then I just watch the world burn, and I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake, here we go again. And my brain is always fried, because I'm like, how can people be this, not stupid, but like, I feel like I'm in another reality. I feel like, huh? And then my joke is, well, I had my head smashed in as a child. I had a brain injury, for fuck's sake, and even I get this. But y'all can't get it? Huh? Like, racism is wrong. No matter how you try and justify it. Huh? Legacy media, have no gate, but where does this lead us? Well, Lloyd, that's a good question. It's a good question. I mean, where does it lead us? I mean, it's a good question. Everyone needs to vote. Can't complain about how a country is in tatters and not. But I mean, yeah. I mean, I. You know what, Paige? I will totally agree. Why? Because I spent the majority of my life not voting and thinking, well, my vote isn't going to count. And then that literally wasn't said in that way, but was said to me sort of like, well, how can you talk about the state of the country when you haven't voted so that you don't enact change. And I've voted ever since. I've voted ever since. And yes, I will turn around and say I did vote for Labour, thinking that they would enact change. I did some of their manifesto and some of their policies. I was like a bit like iffy on. But I did vote for them. I voted for Labour. Kind of fucking regretting that now. But you know, and I feel like seeing the decay of what's happening, and the more, because I don't think because Labour were more left centre, but I think that was like years ago, and now they've become like centre right, and it's like, oh, that's a, oh my god. My dad said the older no, no. The older races are unaliving off now. So, however, well, Paige, you know, I'm a pessimist, but then I'm a pessimist when it comes to like the world, because I'm sort of like, fucking hell, this shit's been going on forever. But then I'm also like, there might be some hope. My mom grew up in apartheid, South Africa. I didn't vote at 18. Voted every option since. Oh, okay, Lolly. Wow. We were lied to by Labour. It's no one's fault apart from the politicians. Well, one of the what was it? To be a good, it was either a liar. What makes a great liar? I can't remember how this fucking saying goes. It's basically about a politician or a lawyer, and it's about being a liar. To lie well. I can't remember how that fucking saying goes, but it applies to both politicians and lawyers about being able to lie well. The most pessimistic optimist I get. Yeah, it's sort of like, part of me wants to have hope, but then part of me is a bit like, oh, we like, and especially when, because like, as I said, I do follow American politics and British politics as well. And because as a disabled person who lives with disabilities, and as a gay guy as well, I'm sort of sitting here going, y'all just fucking blame us for everything. It's either the LGBT plus community or the disabled community or immigrants. And I'm like, for fuck's sake, what did we ever do to you guys? We could easily solve the world, but as we all know, we must keep in our lanes. I mean, like me and one of my very close friends that I go and see, which I might have said that we'll be able to sort out Parliament. Give us a bottle of vodka and we'll fucking go in there. We'll fucking go in there. Yeah, Paige, yeah. Yeah, we've had hope our whole lives and it runs out. Well, it does. And sort of like, I sort of sit here and I'm like, oh my god. Apparently AI says none. So I'm just loving the fact that apparently now AI tells me what we're discussing. It's like none. Okay. You can pull a navel, yeah. Although apparently I did see a TikTok. My best friend used to work in Parliament. He left because he found out the hard way. Morning, Liz. Morning. Yeah, the thing about politics is you can go into politics with absolutely good intentions or work in Parliament with good intentions, and I think most people do. But again, I think I've heard this somewhere. The further you go, the more corrupt you have to be. Allegedly, I have to say that's come up. And I said I don't want to get fucking sued. I was gonna say something now, and I started on that tangent. See, this is the reason why. You know, when I started on my live TikTok journey, I had a whole plan to be an FYP show, da 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 da, and I'm just like, yeah, we're gonna just come on and talk. Yeah, MPs are empty. Yeah, yeah. Sorry, you say about MPs. Did what's her name? Sarah, the one who was seen recently, which, oh, she's apologized now. Um, but she, if I don't laugh at it, I'm gonna get pissed off at it. But she came on live. Her words, her fucking words were, "I get angry," or "I'm angry at seeing black and Asian people in adverts." Y'all, y'all. And then she had to walk it back, and Nigel Farage's response was, "Oh, they were just a bit near," but you dare not call her a racist. You dare not call her a racist. And then, the young woman who stood up in Parliament, a black woman, stood up in Parliament and called her a racist. Oh no, you can't say that. You can't say that. What? You can't. Hey, busy. You should angle for being a councillor. No, I don't think I'd get very far. Oh no, Paige. Oh no. She claims she's not racist, but I don't know. It seems very, yeah, exactly. It seems very, very racist. I'm not a racist, but girl, she got on fucking live. She got on live TV and said it. Although somebody tried, well, it wasn't necessarily an argument, but some people seem to think that she's sort of like a plant sort of way. She goes out and says the most horrendous shit to see whether it will toe the line and what reform can get away with. Because she was a reform MP, to see what reform can get away with. Because she hasn't been gotten rid of. So that's what people learn. I told her about me being bi, and she didn't believe in it because I've had boyfriends. Oh no, not the bi erasure because you've had boyfriends. Oh my god. A lot of people do that to bi people. Because you've had boyfriends, you're not bi. What the? Mm-mm. Lolly's like, we will win our country back, FYI. I believe this is a teenager stage of reality. Well, yeah, that's true, Lolly, yeah. The bi erasure, like, people do that a lot, though. Like, people will turn around and say that a bi guy isn't a bi guy because he has a girlfriend, and a woman isn't a bi woman because she has a boyfriend, and it's like, that's not how that works. You are aware of that. You can still be sexually attracted to both sexes and be dating. See, this is what I said earlier, Paige. I'm living in a fucking different reality, or my brain's living in a different fucking reality because I'm like, huh, what? Like, I understood that. Like, I understand that concept. Technically, pansexual, hearts, not parts. But if I told her that, she'd go into it all. I get that, though. I get that, though. Or the running joke with, and some pansexual people have said this. What? So you're attracted to pans? What, pots and pans? Sorry. My mum always thought I was gay because my best friend and still best friend is a lesbian. Oh, busy. Oh, it is very it is very serious. The various attacks on minorities that seem to be okay for the average. Yeah, I get that, Lolly. Yeah, it is. As we said earlier, Google is free. I mean, Google is free. It is. Page. I've heard it. I mean, I'm not pansexual, but I have heard it from a few pansexual people and a few people who are ignorant to what it is. Someone says, "Wait, you're attracted to pots and pans, huh?" Like, no, that's not what that means. Yeah. Yeah, the blinkers are on, but don't want to. But you're right. This is what I'm sort of like. Google is free, people. Google's free. I mean, if I don't know something, I tend to Google things. If I don't know something, I'll Google it and research it. Is pansexual where you don't attach to the words? Is pansexual when you don't attach to anyone? And then Paige responds with, "It's more about connection, not gender." Yeah, it's more about like emotional connection and like that side of things. Cat, what are you doing? You're gonna fall. She's gonna end up knocking that clothes horse off, I swear. Someone once asked me if I'd date an animal because I was pan. That's why I say buy now. An animal. No, what the? Oh. Yeah, yeah, it is close with demisexual. Yeah, I can't like like you say, Google is free. Why does no one Google anymore? Why does no one Google anymore? You can't qualify my sexuality. I get that, Lolly. Some people don't. Some people don't qualify their sexuality. Some people don't. Some people don't. Sorry. Someone did it, but so dumb, isn't it? But I dated a non-binary person, which only really fits into pan for me. Oh, okay, yeah. I get that page, yeah. I get that. Wait, what's going on? Huh? Okay. I just I love how this started as an alphabet conversation has spiraled into politics, many different things. Most angel live yet this morning. Thanks to all being here. I'm up. Okay, well, I mean, I'm not going to be on live much longer. I wanted to come on and talk about like what he's doing on Instagram and all those things, and then we sort of veered into sort of like some really good politics. Many different things actually, which generally does happen here. It generally does happen here. I generally just start talking about E, and then it just spirals into many different things. But yeah, I wasn't planning to come on live for that long. How long have I been live? Let's have a look. Oh wait. Wait, how does where wait? I've been live for almost 2 hours. That's not too bad. Been live for almost 2 hours, so that's not too bad, So I've been going on being sat on my floor fully engrossed. That's okay, Paige, Nothing wrong with, chatting away. Nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong. Being fully engrossed in a good conversation. I think that's the reason why I labeled these lives is what I do, chill and chat, because that's exactly how I generally try to do my lives. As I said, I tried to do the FYP thing, that didn't work. I tried the Camtooning thing, I couldn't keep up, so I just generally just let things happen, and I'm just like, oh, let's talk. As I say, usually the conversation's about E, but we can vary onto many different topics. We've had music, we've had games, we've had TV shows, we've had many different conversations. But yeah, this one has been a bit more politically charged than usual. A bit more politically charged than usual. And like I said, I think it's not that I'm not educated on politics or things like that. It's just like like I said, when it comes to like people saying, "Oh, they're doing it for the women and children," I'm sort of like, well, I'm not a woman and I'm not a child, so I feel like I technically don't have a right to talk about it. But I was like, yo, that's a load of crock of shit if I ever heard it. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Willow. The lives are calming. Yeah, I like to have a calming atmosphere. I like to have a calming atmosphere. Sometimes in my videos I can get a bit spicy. Sometimes on my lives I can get a bit spicy too. It depends on how much so like Alphaba's pissed me off. I can get a bit spicy, and I think that's the reason why sort of like cam touring isn't for me. Everybody else does an amazing job about cam touring, but seeing Alphaba do things on a live stream, rolling, seeing the clip beforehand and then having an initial reaction of being you motherfucker, and then being able to sort of sit with it and then be able to respond is a much better. I feel like it's a much better response. So that's the reason. But a lot of other people do amazing cantus. Now, if you like I say, there is a lot of my FYP is full of a lot of different things. They infuriate me too much to watch them live. I get that, Willow. I fully understand that. There are times when I have to take a break from even consuming the Elphaba content. That's the reason I sort of like my FYP is like full of like so many different things. There's some amazing Cantu people. My anxiety is too bad to be an awareness page. I get that, Paige. I get that, there are some absolutely amazing Cantu people out there who Cantu E, and not just E. There are people out there who Cantu Kirsten Cunningham, Rachel's Cups, I think is the other one, and Tara Reid, CLA. There are so many people out there who do amazing cantus. As I said, I tried, and Jasmine as well. Jasmine is. People say that Jasmine is like an Alphaba 2.0, if that's right. If that's right, that's the same Jasmine I'm thinking of. It's a Alphaba 2.0, because I've seen some of Jasmine's content. Yeah, I've seen some of Jasmine's content as well. I didn't know there were people that come to Jasmine. And probably the same people that come to E. I just sometimes I'll watch a cam 2 for a little bit and then come out a little bit. And you can't watch Jasmine at all. All right. Oh, it's Alphaba copied and pasted. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people, as I say, I've lightly, hey, Wicked, I've lightly skimmed over Jasmine and been like, you're just Alphaba 2.0. And I'm like, And this is where I feel like, for me, like, I was trying to say, I turned 37 this month. I turned 37 at the beginning of this month. I'm watching all. I'm not saying all young people are like this. I don't want to generalize all young people like this. I don't want to do that. But when you look at people like Jasmine, I don't know Jasmine's age. Obviously, Alphaba's young. Um, but I've seen a lot of Alphabet-esque people who are quite much Alphaba's age. Yeah, thank you, Paige. I'm sort of looking at this and I'm like, well, I remember being 21, and yes, I had my issues, still do, but I'm sort of looking at, I'm going, is social media, like I use social media, I use TikTok, I'm on TikTok, Instagram, yes, I have Facebook, I have all the social medias, right? And I'm sort of like, is social media turning young people into attention attention starved people? Because I'm looking at people like EOD, Jasmine, and like they're doing harm to like the trans community and different communities, and I'm sort of like, is this is all just for attention, but at what cost? Because I look like I'm able to look at the bigger picture of it, um, and look at like the different how this affects like the LGBT plus community, in Alphaba's case, the autism community, the ADHD community, like all the different communities. Um, I'm 2 years younger than he, and I'd never do a single thing. Well, that's what I mean. I didn't want to. I was trying to be very careful, so like I didn't want to, because like, hey, Shazzy, I didn't want to generalize and say all young people. Just there's a select few where I'm so like, huh? Thank you for the heart, me. I'm sort of like, huh? Um, but being online in that state, absolutely not. Wait, hang on. Was an addict at 21, so I get being troubled. Oh yeah, Paige, I fully will. I mean, I'm very open and honest. I've done drugs. I've done them. I've done very hard ones as well. Even younger than what Alphaba is. I've done them. Been there. Got the T-shirt. Never behaved like this, like Alphaba's behaving, but I've done them. Um, it takes a while to navigate life, even at 21, but there's never an excuse to be survived. And I think that's the reason why there is so much awareness, Paige, because Alphaba does blame them being young. And I'm like, yeah, you're young, but also, um, like, it it's not an excuse. A lot of the people like E have no working in them. Made in South London, hey, I mean, yes, I can understand that. I can understand that. Um, I was a mum of two kids, worked hard and earned a home. That's amazing, made in South London. That's amazing. I mean, my mum had me at 20. Um, yeah, being clean and sober, but almost just congratulations, Paige. Congratulations. I know how difficult and how hard it can be. Trust me. Especially if you're somebody like me who suffers with chronic pain and shit like that. It's like, it's took me till now to calm down over this cat situation. I fully understand that, Shazzy. I fully understand that. But made in South London, I fully understand. I mean, I haven't been able to work due to my health conditions. And sort of like, this is where I'm sort of like, I feel majorly guilty for that. Because my partner works and works bloody hard. I'm a house husband. Um, I do as much as what I can around the house and things like that. But like, and the reason I brought that up, made in South London, is because I'm sort of like, I understand like not having work. Well, I was going to say work ethic. Like, and I sort of look at E, and I'm sort of like, you know, So I can understand where you're coming from, made in supplement, but I'm like, that's the reason why it enrages me when E's going on about not OCD, ADHD, autism, all the things. I'm sort of like, you're using it as an excuse when those of us who are autistic have a actual real skin condition and things like that. We live that life. Um, your body can't recover and will react worse with pain if you're doing it. If you're doing all the bad stuff. Yeah, Paige, yeah. Oh, I know. I know. It may feel good in the moment, but not afterwards. I get that, Willow. I get that. You was a mum at 16. Oh, wow. And 21 worked hard to prove to people being a young mum didn't stop me making it. Well, made in South London. I mean, and that's just it, this is where, and this is, I know I was going on a bit of a political rant earlier, and this is the reason why I look at I'm going to be blunt and honest. The reason why specifically Elphaba, and not just Elphaba, but other people, but specifically Elphaba enrages me so much because I'm like, I'm in the communities that Elphaba is claiming to be a part of. The LGBT plus community, the autistic community, the chronically ill community. Like, I'm in those communities. I don't speak ever really, but I'm in the communities, right? And I see the backlash. I see it every single day. News articles are written. Politicians are saying disabled people are just lazy. Like, I cannot remember the guy's name. He was a complete tit anyway, but he was a politician. And he was going on about, PIP assessments. I was basically trying to take anxiety off the mental health criteria for being disabled or something like that. I saw his speech and it was disgusting what he said. Just get people back into work. That's not how that fucking works with chronic anxiety. That's not how that works. But then you have statements like morning mums. You have statements like that. You have politicians making these decisions, making these statements, right? About autistic people, about disabled people, about trans people. And then you have Elphaba. And I'm like, ooh, you make me so mad. Because I'm like, I see the devastation. I see the harm and damage that it does on a daily basis. And you are aiding that. And it makes me so mad. Your mum knew but never told you. Wow, Paige. I was 18 when I got the diagnosis. Oh, really, Paige? I was 4. I was 4 when I got diagnosed, but I had a brain injury at 7/8 because I spent my 8th birthday in hospital with a major brain injury, and then that brought out like autism and a lot of brain injury symptoms and things like that as well. So fun times. Politicians have no idea. No, mums. They don't. They don't. Politicians have no idea. It's all right. I've had many mad dreams of going with a pitchfork at the Parliament or with a blowtorch. For TikTok's purposes, that's in a dream. Not actually going to do it. Okay, we can have the thoughts. Okay. I'm a glam man now of 4. I'm proud I brought up 2 respectful daughters, so okay, it's mum to blame. I mean, I get that, made in something, and I get that. Oh, Paige, I mean, that happened when I was a child. I mean, yeah, I suffer with it now. Like I have keloid scarring and some mental health issues because of it, but it is. I'm very lucky. I'm very lucky that words. I'm very lucky that the road accident happened when it did, because um, it was like a new book. When I came out of the coma, I've got a diary that my mom kept. When I came out of the coma, um, it was like a newborn baby. And I'm very lucky to be able to walk, talk, do all the things that I'm able to do. So this is the reason why I'm sort of like on some levels, I am I'm hard on myself because I find it difficult in a lot of situations, and I feel bad that my partner goes out to work, and you know I do the cleaning around the house and things like that, but I wish I could do more. But then on the other side of that, I'm just happy to be alive, and I'm happy that I'm able to do the things that I am able to do. People don't want sympathy; it's empathy. The thing, yeah, mums, yeah, yeah. Did you have anxiety around social media posting about? Yes, yeah, every single time, and it's not just at first. I still have it. Every video I post, every live I do, anything that I do, I second guess every post, every live stream that I do. I'm always anxious about it. I get over it pretty fast, but it's always there. Oh no, Paige, I don't mind answering. If you got questions, I'm always happy to answer. Uh, oh, we wind each. Yeah, we are a fantastic couple. We wind each other up all the time. Yeah, which is a bit, and that is evident to see and hear. Oh yeah, yeah. We've been we've known each other for 10 years, and we've been in a relationship for 9 years now. So yeah, I think we are pretty settled. We are pretty settled. We've got our little fur baby. We've got our home. You know. Um, I've got a book talk account, and I talk about book related stuff. And got so anxious. I get that page, I get that. Which, by the way, I wanted to. Somebody was mentioning Beautiful Creatures as a book, as a film, and I was like, yeah, that's a whole book series, by the way, which I have read. Out of that. You hang on. Business and thing about your follow is that it's an amazing group of people supporting. Yeah, busy, exactly. You guys are all amazing. You guys are all amazing, and everyone supports each other. And guess what? Guess what, Joshy? I'm a luxury queen as of today. I just completed my house. Nice, wicked, nice. That's awesome. I know how stressful that can be. Um, yeah, I know how stressful it can be. It's just, yeah, we had fun. Beautiful Creatures. It's one of the there's a genre of books. Because I got into Divergent, and then I think the thing is that I watched Beautiful Creatures as the film, and then I went to go and read the books. 5 months of crying and no sleep. Never ever doing it again. No, 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 don't do it again. Nope, nope. It is a fantastic series, Wicked. It definitely is. Beautiful Creatures is a fantastic series. Yes, I'm going to be honest, Paige. Yep. Yep. For me, I mean, don't get me wrong. I did like the film. Don't get me wrong. I did like the film. I think the actors and actresses did an amazing job. The books, however, were a hell of a lot better. My uncle became an author. Would never have thought that. Oh wow, wow. That's awesome. Films are always a letdown compared to the books. Yes, Wicked, yeah. The Oh, you're so worried about your favorite book series. Excuse me, is being made into a series by Amazon. Oh no. Yeah. I flip between. The problem with me is that there's so many like films and get like I'm a gamer, somebody who likes films, and somebody who loves books. Um, and my eyesight isn't as what it used to be. Although I think I can get my eyesight tested in about 3 months' time. So there's that. Oh, you have to wait 2 years for an eye test. Wankers. Um, a fourth ring. The books are amazing. Oh, okay. As I say, I was gonna go and read the Beautiful Creatures series. The only ones that were good are the Hannibal Lecter books and the Anthony Hopkins films. Ah, wicked. Oh. I don't think I watched any of those films. You got to go for an MRI on Monday. I am absolutely dreading it. Claustrophobic exhaustion. Oh, I'm sorry, Shazzy. Oh, yeah, they can be a bit. They can be a bit claustrophobic. I think, if I remember correctly, because it's been a while since I've had an MRI, you do get music. There's only 3 out of 5 books out so far. Best thing ever. Are you bold, Charles? I get that, Shazzy, though. I get that. I get it, though, you know. I mean, I have hospital phobia anyway, so anytime I go for a hospital appointment, because I've spent most of my fucking childhood in them, I tend to not like them. Doctors, hospitals. My anxiety shoots through the roof. It's fun times. It's the reason why I don't like calling the doctors. They won't medicate the nerve damage because they say my diagnosis makes me difficult to treat. Oh, I'm sorry, Shazzy. Wait, you. Oh, right, okay. Yeah. Oh, wait, what's that? Why is that doing that? I got many different. Some medical PTSD is true. Both shoulders and neck is so painful, and it's defo nerves issues. Oh, I'm sorry, Shazzy. Yeah, it's, medical PTSD. Yeah, don't do hospitals, don't do doctors very well. Luckily for me, I do. My partner is very. It's a good job. He loves me. He does come to all my doctor's appointments and all my hospital appointments, and because yeah, it just. And plus, doctors, once they find out you're autistic, don't tend to fucking listen to you, which pisses me off. So, yeah. I want coffee. I could get up and make a coffee. But no, there was another train of thought. Oh, books. We were talking about books. Books, gaming, and TV shows. Well, TV shows, films. Part of me wants to rewatch Charmed again. Hospitals, yeah, I don't like hospitals. I don't like hospitals at all. Samhain blessings to you too. I always want to say Freya. Is it Freya? I'm probably butchering that. They just won't listen. I get same symptoms of CPTSD. They blame everything and dismiss me. Yeah, Shazzy, they're quite good at doing that. Ah, Freya, yeah, I thought it was. You've been doing some great live streams, by the way, Freya. Discussing like different witchy and pagan things. I have been seeing them. I haven't like jumped in, but I've been seeing them. You've been doing an amazing work. Yeah, Shazzy, you do, you do. The problem is that hospitals and which I understand, there are many different aspects, but like they make you feel lesser than, and they generally talk down to you. Yeah, dang it, Josh, no, Nick, but I know, you know what? I'll take you guys with me. Let's make a cup of coffee. I must pay the cat tax, mustn't I? I must pay the cat tax. Must pay the cat tax. Yes, I'm going to make a coffee. No, you cannot have any. I have to pay the cat tax. They do talk down, and it so doesn't help, does it? No, it doesn't, and that's. God, that door's a bit creaky. They do talk down to you, and it really, really doesn't help. By the way, I have one of those cool, I have one of those cool Amazon kettles that, you can turn on through Wi-Fi. Anyway, did E's housing officer land yesterday? I had to come off. I don't actually know. Paige, yeah. It's an amazing kettle. I love it. I do love it. My cat is now giving me evils. Do I have to come back and... I have to come back and beer. Our partner is buying me one next week. I can't. They are so amazing. They're absolutely amazing. They're so useful and so convenient. We've had ours for quite a while now. Oh yeah, a lot of people did. A lot of people did, Shazzy. A lot of people have been working, hard and sending emails and doing things. It's the reason why I say that E really needed to be. I don't know why E decided to do this, knowing that people would be pissed off. Although, I think they did it just to rage bait as well. Just to rage bait people. He said the lady was depressed, so could keep the cat, but it's because her daughter is ill. But then changed it. They changed it now, page 2. The mother is ill, or the lady's ill. It's like, he does like to rage bait, Haley. Yeah, he does like to rage bait. There are many different stories. I don't think. I mean, he wouldn't be a good writer. I'm going to turn around and say, we were talking about books earlier. He would not be a good writer at all, because he cannot keep a story straight whatsoever. If you're going to lie, you need to have a good memory. Yes, you do. You really need to have a good memory. Oh, we're beeping. That means the water is boiled. I'm hoping he's just borrowed it for rage bait because he can't look after themselves, let alone an animal. Yes, exactly. Yeah. Any attention is good attention. But yes, exactly. And that's a huge problem. Any attention is good attention. And like, what the fuck was that? So I just heard something. We hear strange creaking noises. This is the problem with E. E loves any form of attention, or any form of attention. And the problem is now there is an animal involved. and the internet rightfully is angry, very, very angry. Oh, you think the housing officer will give them an ultimatum? I mean, I would that would be on ultimatum, cut or flat. Like, he will argue though, because he will turn around and say, and I think I caught a clip or heard a clip of he saying yesterday that the woman next door has a dog. So that'd be their argument. I don't know. They can physically remove it. It ain't new. I don't know. I wish he had never gotten this cat at all, because it's just going to be used for. I mean, it has been used for content, and it's just going to get worse. That's what people have said, right? That the dog is most likely a service animal. But he turned around and said it's not a service animal because there's no, what's what I'm looking for? Like, collar or some bullshit. Some bullshit freaking thing. Did Pet say something? The dog is a support animal, and cats are not recognized in the UK as support animals. Are they not? I thought they were for some reason. For some reason I thought they were. Yeah, you've just woken up, Nina. Did you have a good sleep though? No. Did you have a good sleep? Ow. I've just made coffee. He said it was the other day because he was like, I'm just going to say that for any cat, from Wilbur snoring. Oh, bless. Well, you're gonna fall off that freaking the cat's gonna fall off that clothes horse and take it with her. They can be, though, with paperwork as emotional support, but that would have been in place first. Yes, it would. So I wonder how he's going to talk the way. I mean, salami slices. I wonder how he's going to talk themselves into this, or like out of this crap. Like how? Okay, Nina. My rabbit is my emotional support animal. She's saved my life numerous times. Yeah, you can get emotional support animals, but I think you haven't recognised. Well, Nina, wow, you're gonna have a broom come in my box. Wow. You need to have a recognised diagnosis. Which we all know he doesn't have. So I'm like, I would just love to know how he's going to talk the way out of this. Yes, the time and care and money needed, he isn't capable. Knox just aren't capable. Yeah, and I think like you can tell what this cat's going to be used for. That's the thing. You can tell what the cat's going to be used for. So it's like, it's just a way to make money. Well, Be something. Yeah, Paige. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yes, Shazzy. The cat's a begging bowl. Yep. That's it. And that's what this is going to be. The cat is just going to be another. It's just going to be another way for E to try and get money. And it's like, girl, what are you doing? What are you doing? Emotional manipulation. It started with not being able to afford insurance. Yeah. You know it's all coming. They're going to need money for cat food, for this, for that, for everything. Which starts at around 50 in a month. And if you can't afford to pay that, they don't get a cat. Well, yeah, exactly, Shazzy. Exactly. I just don't understand. What is the logic? What he needs to do is get a haircut and go work in a factory. They employ anyone. I mean, but would he last in a factory? He's tried working before. At a chicken place, I think it was. I think it was at some chicken place. If I remember it correctly, it was at some. It was. Oh, sorry. That. No. Hang on. I do apologise. Normally it shunts me and tells me, but this time it didn't. Sorry.
Oh, good, no worries. Yeah, I mean, the chicken shop thing lasted a week. It was a week. And then he went in and he complained about mental health issues and wanted his hours changed. And the chicken shop owner basically went, no, and sacked him because he didn't even go there for a week. So, yeah. That is the extent of Orion's working, unless you include begging on the street and
begging on TikTok. Like I said, begging on TikTok, yeah.
Exactly. Oh, thank you for the gift. Yeah. We all know this cat is basically being used as a manipulation. And did you see his face yesterday when the cat came on screen? He knew exactly what he was doing. Being sat there, and I reckon the crinkling of that flipping duvet was so that the cat would get interested in what he was doing to bring it over to the screen. As an, oh, oops, I didn't want you to know. 7 hours later, still going on about it.
But from my understanding, they started that live stream complaining about their mental health and then getting angry at the chat because no one believed them.
Yeah, apparently they had the victim support team out to them and then continued for the rest of the day once the cat had made its appearance to say, oh, she's really helping my mental health. But you had the mental health team out yesterday. Make it make sense. Hey, Nina.
Yeah, that's fine. Sorry. Yeah.
I think Nina will be here.
Have they, Paige?
Wait.
They posted the messages on their Instagram today with the conversation with the person.
But it doesn't make sense because it's cropped. One of them is really cropped, and I'm like, huh?
Yeah, I wonder if it's between their two phones because it's that cropped. And if you look at like the pictures of where like the litter box is and all of that sort of stuff, it's very, very similar to where they are in Orion's house.
That's what I was thinking when I saw the pictures. I was like, isn't that your property? What?
Yeah. It's weird. Oh, I'll bring a suitcase because I don't drive. There is no way that litter box fit in a suitcase. That lid alone would not fit in a suitcase.
No.
Because they are an awkward bloody shape. And I mean, don't come at me. I have 3 cats and a dog. I do not have insurance for any of them. However, I do put money aside every month to cover my vet bills should I need them. My Mancoon was hit by a car 2 years ago. He cost me £2,500 out of pocket to get it better.
You have a Mancoon. My friend has a Mancoon.
Yeah.
Those things are huge.
Yes, he is huge. He is beautiful. He is my lion of the house. He's a good 7 kilos of cat, and I adore him. I've also got a Norwegian forest cat who is just over a year old. He's not as big yet, but he will grow. And then my daughter recently had the cat distribution come to her. One of my friends works for Biffa Bins, the skip company, and someone had dumped these 4-week-old kittens in one of their skips, and no one could take this beautiful tabby. So we ended up with the cat distribution coming to my daughter. So we have 3 cats in this house. Hey, Sammy.
That was a comment. Hang on. That says my sister has a Mancoon, and they are beautiful. Mancoons are huge and beautiful.
They are gorgeous cats. Derpy as hell, but gorgeous.
Yeah. Naomi Chapman had said, anyone seen the story on their IG with Caroline Flack in the background? No.
I did. I saw that, and I saw the tagline of "People need to remember that words can hurt." I don't bring Caroline Flack into this. Don't bring her into your S-baiting.
But yes, so the S-baiting, oh my God.
They were S-baiting yesterday. Yeah. And that was after going after a guy for... Yes, he made a disgusting comment, but the fact that they went onto what I can assume would be the Facebook of that particular person must be attached to the Instagram, because they have never posted on Instagram. So, and then they found this other picture going, well, there you go then, mega mind, off you go catching Pokemon.
Which, I said this earlier, if you are such a Pokemon with such a special interest, why are you
would never say that. And also,
never say that.
That's so playground, it just made me cringe. Come on, learn some better insults. And everybody who disagrees with them, well, you're a right-wing Trump supporter. I don't like Trump, and I still don't like Elphaba.
I've already had this out. We've had the
Oh, it annoys me so much.
It riles me up so much, because I'm like, girl, no, we're not Trump supporters. And in fact, if you want to get technical, you are more like Trump, and you are more right-winged than any of us because of what you do and what you say.
Yeah, and you openly support the watermelon country's bad people group. That sounds really rubbish when you have to say it in a TikTok way, but you all know who I mean. You know, and it's like, it just annoys me. I don't like Trump at all. I don't stand with him. I think he is the most disgusting creature possible. I think him and Elphaba are one and the same.
Hang on. Paige brings up a good point. I love Pokemon, but I'm not autistic. Right, every single time Elphaba has brought up autism, they've brought up Pokemon and Wicked.
Yeah, and that's it.
Every time.
And they don't bring up the positive sides of it.
No.
Like, it's never the hyper focus, the super intensity, the ability to do 20 million things at the same time, because that's how quickly your brain works. It's none of the positivity sides are brought up of having a neurodivergency. I have combined ADHD, so I have inattentive and the fidgety one together, and I only got diagnosed earlier this year. But it is a superpower. It can be a superpower. I'm sure you find that with your autism, Joshy. You've got some aspects of it that, yes, do suck, but other aspects of it are a friggin' superpower.
Yeah, it can be. Like, the pattern recognition, I would say, is, it can be a superpower. It can be a hindrance, but it can also be a superpower, because I'm like, not being able to keep my mouth shut, although that may not be an autistic thing. I think that's just a me thing, where I'm like,
it's an ADHD thing for me.
when I see something, I'm like, no, that's not right, and it will drive me nuts, and it will go in my head, it will sit in my head for hours,
Yeah.
unless I say it.
See, I'm like that with like movie sets and stuff. Particularly things like the older things like Star Trek in particular. So if you were ever to say I had a special interest, it would be Star Trek. I am obsessed. I'm sat currently in my Star Trek office surrounded by signed things by the cast when I've met them.
Nice.
It's that obsessive, right? And it's tattooed all down my back. So like I'll be watching an episode of like TNG, say, and I'll be going, oh, that's not that planet. That was the planet they used 3 episodes ago to be that planet. Or that's not that part of the bridge, that's 10 forward or whatever. And it just I can just see it.
Oh yeah, when you're watching something and you're like, wait, hang on, wait.
Yeah, wait. Oh, you've just made that bit of the bridge a different colour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've done that. I've done that, and I've done it with Charmed. I've done it with a few different shows. I'm like, wait, hang on, nope. That's different. Wait, huh? What?
Yeah, and it's funny when you can see it across seasons as well, and you're like, hang on, wait a minute. That's the Enterprise's bridge, not Voyager's. What are you on about? And things like that. Yeah.
And Charmed is the epitome to do that with, because
I'll have to rewatch Charmed and do it then.
They will start like the White Lighters are a great thing, because they'll start with something and then a few episodes or a few seasons later, you're like, wait, hang on, but this was an established law last season, and now it's huh? What?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Oh, you can change the dilithium crystals 3 episodes later. We need to change them. But you told me you couldn't do that. What are you on about? Yeah, that sort of thing. I love it. It just makes me laugh every time. But that's like a bit of a superpower that you get with a neurodivergency, and it's something that like Orion never picks up on. Never picks up on the positivity sides of it. It's always well, I'm disabled, I'm this, I'm that because I've got. No, mate, you're just a lazy ass that doesn't want to work and use every excuse you can think of.
But that's just it. A lot of like my partner's autistic as well. He works.
We love Mr. Josh.
Huh?
We love Mr. Josh. He just needs to read me a bedtime story.
Yeah, he does. He has one of those voices.
Yeah.
But yeah, he works really long hours, and this is where I'm sort of like, hey, Elphaba, you do realize that autistic people work, and the autistic burnout that he feels is intense.
Yeah, and you don't know that you're in that kind of a burnout until you're out the other side of it. Morning, JJ. You don't realise you're in it until you're out of it, if you know what I mean.
No. It's like, I will turn around and say, because I'm a hermit and always have been, hey, Penis, I will turn around and say that, you know, the pandemic that happened in 2020, I think we can say that now on TikTok. I turn around and say that it didn't affect me. However, actually looking back, it did.
It probably did, yeah.
It did. And it did, but I didn't realise it until years later. At
the time, it didn't overly affect me either. If anything, I think the people that I was around used it for positivity, that we, particularly at the time, I had 2 grandmothers who lived by themselves. So we used to, at least once a week, myself, my mum, my aunt, a couple of my cousins, and both my grandmothers would get onto a WhatsApp call on video and all have coffee together for a couple of hours to keep that connection. I know people that had in like Zoom church meetings and Zoom book clubs and all that kind of stuff. But I think the physical isolation affected a lot of people more than maybe the social aspect.
Thank you for sharing that, JJ. Yeah.
Because of things like this.
I think what happened was I rationalised that I'm a hermit by nature. So I rationalised being indoors.
Yeah.
And the problem now I'm having is I've got to unlearn those thought patterns.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, being outside, like, there's too much stimulation, there's too much this, too much that, and I just don't want to deal with it. And then, like, this is where I'm like, Elphaba, like, this is where when Elphaba goes on about autism and ADHD, I'm sort of like, you are more. I sort of sit there and I'm like, do you know that it's not just special interests and
It annoyed me the other day when he said he thinks his dad is autistic because his dad doesn't go out.
but that drove me nuts.
That drove me insane. And I just went, I'm not autistic and I don't like going outside because I don't like people. I like a very select group of people. I will go out for events for work and things like that, and I'll go out because I have to. But I don't like people, so I won't go out clubbing and stuff.
But have you noticed that they've dropped autism a lot now? As in, they're not as vocal about.
They brought it up a few times yesterday.
Oh God, did that? I mean, I caught clips here and there.
And then it was well, you don't want me to have a cat because I'm trans. And it's like, no, it's nothing to do with you being trans. We don't want you to have a cat because you've hurt them before. That's why we don't want you to have a cat, because you are a dangerous, horrible person when it comes to animals in particular. We've all seen it.
They're a violent person. That's the problem.
All it's going to take is them to have one too many drinks on a night out, come home, have a crash out on live, and he's going to either accidentally hurt that animal or make that animal so terrified it's never going to come near him again.
So there was a woman, when he got that cat, there's a woman on YouTube. I'm going way back now. I think her name was Brooke something. She got into so much trouble. She was dragged across the internet, across YouTube, because what she did was she flung her cat across
I remember that.
the shoulder. I think her name was Brooke something, if I remember.
Yeah, I can't remember her name, but I remember that being a thing that
It was
happened.
a big thing, and
But
the
there's
cat was
also
that was taken off her.
Lyra Lake, something like that, with her dog, and Tara, what's her face? She's had her dogs taken off her before. Because what they don't seem to realise, these begs, is that they put these things online, and people like ourselves, like Stormy, save those videos and collect that evidence, and then it's we've seen what you do. Was it Megan? Thank you, JJ. We see what you do, and you mess with an animal, people are going to come for you more than if you mess with yourself.
But this is the problem. This is where, like, to me, I call her my fur brat, and she's a little shit. Because she is. She's currently, as I say, asleep on the freaking clothes horse. She's gonna end up falling off that. Bless her. But that's where she's decided to sleep. She is like my child.
Yeah.
She's like my child.
Yeah.
Like, we've had her for we've had her for like 10 years now.
We recently lost one of ours.
Aww.
And it's devastating. It's horrendous. We've had her for 13 years, our dog. She was my first baby, because we bought her before we got the before we had the kids.
JJ. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but JJ's brought up my cats tried to trip me up and daily hurt me. JJ, and every single time I try and get my partner up for work, this little shit, as I'm going up the stairs, decides that I want to come up with you, but instead of coming, lightly with me, oh no, this little shit decides to run the stairs as I'm halfway up there. And no word of a lie, luckily I have not fallen as of yet, but by God, has it almost happened? Yes.
Mine lay at the top of the stairs, and then as you literally are halfway over them to go down the stairs, they stand up. And you're like, really? Really? You're trying to throw me down the stairs, now? Come on.
She's white with little. She's white with a grey and black tail, and little grey and black bits here and there, which is mostly white.
Hello, Rogues.
Mostly a little white little furball. As I say, she's currently asleep on top.
But it's just going to take that cat doing something so simple as that when Orion is in a rage, and something's going to happen.
I mean, let's face it.
You can just see it.
My cat literally, if I'm stroking her, if I take my hand away, she'll get her claws out and try and grab my hand back. She's like, no, you're, but like, there have been times when, and she'll nip at my hand, play biting, not actually biting, but she'll nip and play bite. Because what she'll do is she'll nip and then lick.
They just suddenly decide, actually, I don't want to be stroked anymore.
Yeah.
I've had enough. I've had enough of your attention today.
Yeah, so I'm going to nip at you, and then, I mean, sometimes I will wind her up with a little toy or just my hand, so that's probably the reason why, she likes to scratch me. But,
They just get like that, though, don't they?
Yeah, they do. The
amount of times mine have tried to kill me by throwing me down the stairs. Sorry, we love TikTok shop. I'm talking about my animal trying to trip me up on the stairwell.
Yeah.
I swear they think it's a game.
Me too. I really do think that. I really do think that it's a game. It's a game.
What can I do today to really hurt you?
Yeah.
But you see what I mean? Like, it's going to be one of those things. Just one. That cat's going to have had too much or be terrified from a friggin' outburst that Orion has had. And it's going to end horribly. Orion is going to lose his temper with that poor cat.
And that's what people are afraid of. It's got nothing to do with them people being transphobic or Trump supporters or
it's the animal we're worried about.
The animal.
We've seen how they treated Jack's cats. We've seen how they treated Jay's dog. We've heard how they treated Maria's cats. I can see why people are worried.
I was like, JJ, are you okay? And I was like, oh, wait. Then I read it a bit more. I was like, oh.
Yeah. Tuxedos are annoying. So are torties. Be really careful with the tortie. Naughty torties. Although my ginger boy, my Mancoon, is a bit derpy as well. I forgive him. I swear he has brain injuries. Because he is derpy since his car accident a couple of years ago.
Oh, bless.
He's all right now, though. It cost me $3,500, but he's all right now. But I had that money. My mum's credit card for the massive outlaying of Bill first.
Oh, were they nice cookies, though?
Ooh, cookies.
Cookies, we love cookies. Apparently on Stormy's page, he has 24 hours to remove the cat or authorities. Oh, I did see that Stormy posted a video, but I have not seen.
I might need to check out Stormy's page. I haven't seen that. I saw that people had messaged.
Been live for I think 2.5 hours now.
Yeah, I think I saw this morning that a lot of people had messaged, I think Jojo had said it as well. People have messaged landlords, people have messaged the council.
I don't think you can show it, JJ, because I'm on a voice call.
But you can read it if there's text.
Come on.
Right, I'm here.
Hey, Nina.
Hey, Nina.
Is Georgia not here?
Oh my god.
No, Georgia not in here.
Give her time. We'll back in Georgia.
No, it's okay, because while Georgia's not here, then I can be on JJ's side.
We did a vote yesterday to see who gets custody of the kids.
Was it JJ or Georgia?
Pretty much me.
I see.
Oh dear, but I wanted to come up to show the cookies. It's just my table is full of little white ghosts.
I mean, you're taking it a completely wrong way.
Yeah. Me and Dan had so much fun on the kitchen table.
Ew, that sounds really dodgy. That was a slightly reword, that, JJ.
Oh,
You gotta spice it up every now and then.
This took me, so 3-4 batches of dough.
Sorry, I
was about to say, who's angry typing, but then I remembered. 3-4 batches of dough that kept going wrong. I don't know what the fuck I kept doing. And I needed to get them done for today so I could put them in goodie bags to bag up for trick-or-treaters. So yesterday I had to rush, go and get more butter and make loads. Then I had to wait for them to cool down. Then I had to line them. Then I had to flood them. Dude, do you mind?
Yes, Stormy is an amazing, caring young lady. She is. So you've been having fun, JJ.
Yeah, no. I saw the thing on E yesterday as well, and I ended up bloody cantooning for a little while. So much for me leaving.
Oh, I get that though. I get that.
But wasn't he on live for like 6, nearly 7 hours yesterday?
Yeah, he was on live for a very long time yesterday.
That's the longest he's done since his begathon, and the most he's made since his begathon because of the frigging cat.
Yeah, he knows exactly what he's doing.
Well, it was his face when the cat came on screen. Like, as I was saying, I swear he was moving his hand on that bedding to make that cat come over.
Yeah, and he kept sneakily looking.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, but he went to stroke the cat yesterday,
And it
the cat
walloped him.
swiped at him.
I have never seen someone so awkward with an animal before. So awkward.
The thing is, you just need to. It's like when I brought my two home, even though they were kittens, they're not from the same litter. They were different litters, brought home on different days, not only days apart. So. But it was just, I had to leave them.
Yeah, you let them come to you.
You let them come to you, because if you don't, you're going to make them fucking hide. You're going to make them fucking have
That poor animal was hiding under the bed from him most of yesterday.
Yeah, and it went on top of the wardrobe.
Yeah.
Enda, your poo is covered.
Was that the litter tray being wrapped around him?
He's just, so they've just been, and I've just opened the kitchen door again, and he's just come running straight back out. I don't even think he's actually done anything. He's just gone to the litter tray to cover something.
Mine does that, and the litter gets freaking everywhere.
Yeah.
It's like, I have a really high-sided litter tray. How do you get it all over the bathroom floor?
I would love to know how cats manage to get litter tray everywhere.
I've tried the hooded cat litter trays, and they
got one.
But they flick it out.
Yep.
I swear to God, they flick it out the flap. I don't know how they do it. They just do.
I have been in the bath, because that's where ours is. It's in our bathroom, because it's away from food and it's clean.
Yeah.
And I've been in the bath, and I've watched them, all three of the little buggers, come in separately and just sit by the door and flick it out. And I'm like, they've literally just vacuumed before the bath, because I ain't standing on that. It's painful.
The mats that are meant to catch the cat litter.
Is that any good?
Biggest waste of fucking money ever. Just get a carpet runner. I've got a carpet runner underneath the litter trays, and they're food and water, which is not far from it. And then I've got two of the cat litter catchers, and they purposely avoid the mats. They're absolute little fuckers. So it just gets everywhere anyway. But ours is in our our dining room. Looks like open space with a kitchen, but it's right by the back door.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I've tried to make these outdoor cats, and they ain't interested.
Oh, I hate being locked in. Like, we've literally, as I was saying to the guys earlier, we've literally just exchanged and waiting for the keys now for our first house. Yeah. And we're going to have to keep the little buggers in. They're going to hate it. Particularly the big one. He's going to absolutely hate it.
Nina said on another live, which you might have missed, but butter on their paws.
Yeah, you put butter on their paws and then open the back door, so they go outside and then they lick the butter off their paws and they can smell their way back home.
Nah, I'm going to keep him in for 2 weeks, like I've always done every time we've moved. They just stay in for 2 weeks, get used to the smell of the house, and then I put their litter tray outside for a couple of days afterwards.
I did the butter on the paws, because mine, although they're not outdoor cats, they will. So my tuxedo one, I swear to God, thinks he's a dog, right?
I think I'm a raccoon.
So he will run outside. He doesn't realise he can climb a fence. He just runs around the garden, right? So when we first got here, because, oh my God, who's knocking at my door?
Ooh.
Ooh. It's Elphaba. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, if it's Elphaba, you're going to read, oi, cunt, hello. Hi, bestie. Oh my life.
Yeah, you're not wrong, Fennis. Mancoons are basically dogs of the cat world. You are not wrong there. I mean, my cat's an indoor cat. Always has been. She will venture out, like if the patio door's open. She will venture out into the garden a little bit, but nah, she's not really that interested.
You got no chance of keeping mine in.
Yeah.
Oh, God's sake. I got all excited thinking Christmas had come early and it's just another flipping toy for Dan.
Yeah, but is it a what kind of toy are we talking?
Yeah.
Elphaba's favourite toy that he absolutely loves that we've shown him a picture of. Well, not we've shown him a picture of, someone sent him a picture of. The pew-pews.
Oh.
Pew-pew.
So yeah, one of those.
Oh.
But one of the people...
I wonder if Elphaba would freak out if I randomly just posted a picture of my partner's swords.
Oh God! It was
Well, I could post a picture of all of my youngest daughter's swords.
If you see, the thing is, the one where he turns around and says that people were threatened to unalive with a pew-pew, just can't say the bloody word, was literally a joke in a private chat that Dan sent a picture of the actual thing and said, let's go hunting in, yeah. And other people were threatening to obviously use, not threatening, but joking around, just saying they were going to use like a baseball thing. And what was the other one? A mobility scooter, and then a car.
Okay.
said they were going to run him over.
Yes, yeah. Well, I love TikTok Shop. For fuck's sake. It's different if it's Georgia's live or Scotty's live, because then you can say what you want, but Josh's live, no.
Didn't realise you were on the line.
I mean, he can. I don't know how bad it would be, but you know.
Right. But yeah, so it was only that, because obviously we've said it, because me and Dan have said it, people then took that, sent that to people, and Elphaba was like, oh my God, they're threatened to do this. And I'm like, no, we didn't. We were just joking, but, you know, whatever floats your boat.
Yeah, but wasn't that years ago, though? Like, years
Oh,
ago.
yeah. Absolutely years ago. What we're talking about, 3 years ago now? Yeah, we were in a hotel 2-3 years ago.
Still uses it every time they need a little bit of sympathy, though.
Yeah.
No, you know, Elphaba, gotta have that sympathy.
That was only one of the small pew-pews as well. Maybe you should show the bigger ones.
Listen, if you're gonna show weapons, listen, you need to take that behind closed doors.
Yeah, we've had vintage kitchen tables, you two.
Dan, if you're going to show your great big poo-poo, okay, it's okay because you're married and I'm married, so you can send me that picture. Because according to your wife, it's a huge poo-poo.
Okay, fair
I
enough.
have 4 kids with him for nothing, you know.
I mean, now we know why there's 4 kids, JJ.
Yeah.
My husband's got size 11 feet. I didn't marry him for his personality.
You're pure.
And he's 6'7", so you know it's all got to be in proportion.
Yeah, exactly.
My partner's 6'3", so
I'm saying nothing. My husband's 5'8".
Oh my God, he's like a tiny bit taller than me.
Yeah.
Oh,
but then
he's
I'm
a
only
small
5'2", so I'm Diddy.
My
yes, it
youngest
comes-
daughter's 5'9", and my eldest daughter's 6'3".
Bella's fucking nearly taking over me. She's what? She's 14. I'm 5'7". Well, I'm 5. Yeah, 6.5, coming up 7, closer to 7. Really short. Well, I wouldn't say really short, but yeah. And she's still obviously growing, and she's just 5'6", coming up to 7.
Yeah, I'm 5'6".
Yeah, saying hi to me.
It's fine.
My
I'm
mum-
the Diddiest.
my
I'm
mum-
allowed to be Diddy.
My mum was 4'6".
Did you know, Bella, you shrink as you get older?
I don't know. I'm gonna be let down.
Because that was the only time I've ever been the taller in my family is when my nan shrank with age.
Sorry, the concentration.
I mean, I'm 5'10".
And Bella, your dad's nose and ears will carry on growing all through his life, so at some point he'll look like Dumbo.
Sorry.
It's going to be your pillow later.
He's going to look like my basset hound.
Oh, that's mean to Wilbur.
Wilbur's just given me the dirtiest look ever.
Because he heard the insult you just gave him, that's why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guarantee we end up with some sort of, when he has a rant or something like that, when Elphaba has a rant, you're going to have something along the lines of, and the cat shit in my shoe, or it pissed on my pillow, or something.
Oh yeah, that's going to do
You are
something and it's going to wind him up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something's going to happen.
Yeah.
Something's going to happen.
Yeah, you know it's going to happen.
Because
Didn't they have a
yesterday
somewhere?
when he
Yeah,
first
they've had-
came on,
What are you covering?
And his mum had two.
I thought he had one when he was in like Bristol or Manchester or something.
No, so he had two when he was at his mum's. They were more his mum's, but his mum did. Neither of them took care of them, and then they ended up getting rehomed. I think it was when he come down to London one week, and everyone was worried about the cats and finding out if they were okay, because they hadn't been home for a week. So it was like, who's looking after them? Are they being fed? So, and then found out they got rehomed. And then when he moved in with Jack, he had the other one, which he then signed over to Jack. And Jack turned around and said, well, come clean about it all and let everyone know that basically the reason why the cat was signed over, because Elphaba didn't do anything with him, didn't change cat litter, didn't feed him, nothing.
no. Because yesterday he was doing all that. Well, that's because it's a new toy.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, give it 5 minutes.
Yesterday morning, yesterday when he first came on, he was saying, yeah, it's had all its vaccinations, it's been microchipped, it's been spayed, everything's been done, right? And then later in the day, he was saying, yeah, I'm going to have to get it spayed, and I feel really dreadful about doing that. So I'm like, right, okay, yeah.
so it's
Yeah.
a female cat, it's not even spayed. If it gets out,
That cat's going to go into heat.
it's
soon,
going to
isn't
get
it?
pregnant. It's
Yeah.
going to get pregnant, especially
Yeah.
if it's in heat. And then on
There
top
ain't
of
nothing going to
that-
stop it, because
Yeah.
I've been in that situation. Mine, like I said yesterday, mine was booked in to be done, and she got out.
When someone said that to her, to him yesterday about it, he suddenly went, "Oh, kittens," and he was like, "No, just no."
Yeah. See, the microchip thing costs money to change.
Yeah, it does.
So for him to get the cat signed over to his name, the old owner has to start it off. And so basically, if he goes onto a microchip website, if the cat is microchipped, if he goes onto a microchip
Scotty,
website,
we had this conversation yesterday, and I agreed that to give Georgia a break, JJ's going to stalk me for a while, okay?
yeah, 100%. But yeah, what's it? Yeah, so to sign the cat over, he has to go online, and then he has to start the process of signing over everything into his name. Now that won't be accepted until the old owner then confirms it all and, you know, says that this is the new owner, blah 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 blah. The only reason
Yeah,
why
I had to
know
do that
is
in writing with my
Yeah.
vet when we rehomed one of our cats because she wasn't happy with the dogs or the kids or anything. So we
I had to do it with
gave it to a
the
friend.
dog. But yeah, our Daisy. We had to do it with Daisy.
Yeah.
And I had to give them, so I kept everything for Daisy in a little folder because she had like a passport because she was a rescue dog. I had all of her certificates to say where she'd come from,
Yeah.
what breed she was, because although she was a mix, I still had, like, it's everything the rescue gave me. But even with vaccinations, vaccinations for animals nowadays are still a yearly thing.
Yep.
Yeah, and they're over £100.
Yeah, they're expensive.
Well, it depends actually. It depends where you go. So for pets, we do ours via Pets at Home, which is Vets for Pets.
Pets for Pets, that's what we use.
Yeah, and
About 50 quid.
It works out a lot cheaper, and especially for like getting spayed and stuff like that. I think it cost.
Oh, did you do the kitten pack?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, they were quite young. In fact, that reminds me, I do need to go and get the flea and ointment stuff. I'm being a bad cat mum then.
Yeah, we did that with ours, and it was like for like 70 quid, and that was chipping, first lots of vaccinations and the second lot of vaccinations.
Yeah. It gives you like a percentage.
Some of the money off the spaying. And then there was something else.
It gives you, so most vets nowadays tend to do like a package plan, which means that you get free wormer.
You pay so much a month, don't you?
Yeah.
Like
I think Vets for Pets does it by the size of the dog or the age of the cat.
We pay £15 a month per cat.
Yeah.
And that gives us 20% off any surgeries, free wormer, free flea treatment, free weigh-ins and consultations.
It's not free because it's like a subscription thing.
Yeah,
so
it's not free, but it comes under, that's what the list, it says it's free, but it's not free in the grand scheme of things, so yeah.
You can do it with Pets at Home, which they're obviously attached to, and I think it's about £10 time where you can get it delivered to your door every month.
I really need to do that because our vets
so handy.
Fucking travel, and
it is so handy getting it delivered to your door every month, and they quite often do deals on it. So like the first 6 months is like half price or something, Jay.
Yeah, that's when you do it with. If you're not doing it with, if you're doing it just through Pets at Home, they do that as a as a
frontline, innit?
Subscription, yeah. But I can't remember the name.
Advocate you get.
Yeah, I think Advocate is the one you get via the vets.
Yes,
so the vets you pay a little bit more, but obviously you get more in terms of things. So it works out, but I don't see him doing any of this with that cat. So that cat's going to end up with worms, or either that, or he's going to go like B&M and grab like the
Johnson stuff.
Yeah, the bog standard cheapest shit.
Is it Bob Martin or something like that?
Yeah, something like that.
It doesn't work.
No,
I don't know whether he's got to know all of this, right? Like,
this is Orion we're talking about, Josh.
I mean, yeah, but like, I'm just like, this is the reason why people are so angry. Like I said earlier, sort of like, yes, we call out E for like their misinformation about a lot of different things and their blatant bigoted views and all that kind of crap. But like, and we, I've constantly turned around and said recently, why don't you just get offline? But like, the thing that throws me is like, this right now, this is another, I'm going to say another animal. I mean, Elphaba is an animal, technically. But this is another living being that Elphaba is now taking on. And it's like, this isn't, I remember some of that really sticks in my mind is Elphaba turned around and said, I want a cat for Christmas. That is a very
childish thing.
Yeah.
Childish and dangerous way of thinking.
That's right. I posted, cats are not just for Halloween.
Yes.
But he also said literally yesterday, maybe I can get a kitty for a Christmas kitty. And then in walks this one across the screen, and you're like, you're not having another one. Look at the stress that you're getting from the first one.
Yeah. And
I can see it ending up in newspapers saying like,
I'm going to spend Christmas with my mum. Well, what are you going to do with your cat then?
Yeah.
That's it. I mean, me and my partner don't travel a lot. I mean, like, if I travel down to Birmingham, I will go down. And if he travels down to Birmingham, he will go down. And like, we took a trip at the beginning of October, but guess what? My partner's brother came to cat sit for us for 5 days. Yeah. Like, these are the things that you have to consider.
Did you hear his excuse though as to why he got, one of his excuses as to why he got a cat?
No.
So yesterday, he turned round on a live. I think Georgia was cam tuning at the time. And his words were, next door's got a dog, so I thought, fuck it, I'll get a cat.
But, like, here's the thing. It's sort of like, I mean, I haven't seen Stormy's video yet. But the thing is, it's all like, you have to have special permissions, especially in homeless accommodation.
I spoke on this yesterday, so it's very dependent on the temporary accommodation or the homeless accommodation that you're in.
I mean,
So, for example, when we were in the hotel, we weren't allowed any pets whatsoever. Obviously, it's a hotel. They've got other things. They just rent out their rooms to the council for emergency accommodation, which is understandable.
Yeah.
But they let us have Daisy, like our dog, they let us have her over Christmas so that she was with us. The temporary accommodation, however, that we were in, so this is how I'm going to guess that it works with Elphaba and the area, the flats that he's in, or they're in even. So although there may be a neighbour that's got an animal, they might not necessarily be under homeless accommodation, temporary accommodation. They might private rent that property. Because in the flats we were in, although they were all exactly the same, the 4 block we were in, we were the only ones that were temporary accommodation. Everyone else was private rent through private landlords, nothing to do with the council. And we didn't have to ask for permission to get the cats when we were in there. So we just got the cats. We didn't need to ask permission. Whereas the place we're in now, we have to ask permission. Granted, it will get accepted anyway, but we have to. It's more of just a courtesy, letting them know.
Yeah.
But it's very, very dependent on the place that you are in. But I know that Elphaba's place is a no animal thing. But again, that's not to say that the neighbours are under those same rules, because we don't know if they are council, private owners.
Well, you don't know, do you? That's the thing. It's the whole block. Yeah, like the whole block isn't homeless accommodation, but then this is where I'm sitting here thinking they've got this cat now, and it's like you haven't even sorted out your life yet, and you want a cat.
It's almost 4, and this is right. So let's say in the grand scheme of things that Orion does have ADHD, right? Let's say in the grand scheme of things that he does. It is a very impulsive thing, and the novelty is going to wear off, which is I'm really sorry to say it for a lot of people, but it's something that people with ADHD who haven't got that guidance will do, because it's an impulsive decision, it's an impulsive action, and then further down the line they'll start to regret it. They'll stop, that novelty will wear off, and then that's when shit will get worse. Not for him, but for the cat.
Yeah, and I think that's the, like, but this is what gets me, is he was warned by a lot of people. He was warned, you get a cat, people are going to come for you. So what do? They get a cat. God, like, I know.
Wow.
Brain cells aren't.
Oh my god,
trees, but
flushing the fucking cat litter down the toilet as well. He's going to fuck up the plumbing in that place. Because he's using cheap as fuck cat litter, even like the more expensive stuff, unless it says flushable, you would not do it.
No.
But he's flushing it down the fucking toilet, which is, from what I could gather, it's a cheap one, which is clumping.
Oh no! Oh God!
Exactly. TT's most wanted. That'll clog up like cement. Exactly. Yeah. That shit. Once it fucking soaks up enough and it latches on something, you ain't fucking moving that unless you give it some fucking force.
Oh no!
And he's flushing it down the toilet.
What? Oh, well, I know why, because they're thick as.
That's the cheap stuff that he's got as well, and that will clog like we.
That will clog, yeah, and
like the cat sand's all right because it sits and then
building, and he clogs that up. That'll start coming up through somebody else's toilet.
Oh no!
See, someone said it on Georgia's live yesterday. I think it might have been Salem. or masked one, but they were saying basically what they're doing is give it a couple of weeks, and what is going to happen is he's going to say, oh, I haven't got enough money for food for the cat, and everyone is then going to, because no one wants the cat to be without, so he's going to use it as an excuse to get more gifts, to get more money. And it's not actually going to go towards the cat, it's just an excuse, but people are more inclined to gift money for a cat.
Yeah, that's what I said, JJ, didn't I?
I think that's the whole reason he wanted one.
Yeah, because
As a
he
money
knows
maker.
that if he says like, oh, it needs this, this and this, or it's not well and it needs to go to the vet, blah, 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 people are going to start throwing the gifts in.
Yeah.
Because, it got a
He
cat.
could turn around
Robin.
and say, oh, the cat's got an infected paw or something like that, and I need medication. So he could quite easily sit there and say, that's a good couple of £100 for medication treatment. That's a couple of £100 he's got to go and do whatever, nights out, flipping rugs, everything. And people will fall for it because, again, they're more inclined to gift for an animal than they are the person.
And that's the problem, isn't it? And that's Alphaba's mindset. You know, they want.
Oh, Joshy,
Yeah.
Robin's laying here and she said, I did comment in there saying hi, Joshy, and he didn't comment back.
I did. I said, hey, Robin. Probably couldn't hear me. I was like, but hey, Robin.
Right, if his lordship is live, I should go and get my screen recording sorted because I got blocked on one of my accounts yesterday,
got
telling
blocked,
him to,
no.
if he doesn't want to be called a fella, don't swing it around in front of his camera.
But wait.
I got.
But that's another thing. But 1 minute they're like, oh, you can call me, you can misgender me, I don't care. But then when people do, you're transphobic.
Yeah, I got blocked for that because I told him if he didn't want people to call him a man, maybe don't stand around with his meat and two veg swinging about. Yes, I got probably quite rightly blocked for that one.
Yeah, understandable.
You just got muted for, oh God. Like,
I was going to
Oh,
say,
he said he's going to ask
later.
the GP for paperwork for the cat.
The GP won't do that. He needs to go to a therapist.
Yeah,
and
he has to
even
meet
then that
with
would
a therapist.
take months of therapy.
Yeah.
Absolute months of therapy.
it would. It would. And
But
the
we
thing is,
know he
Alpha
won't
would-
go to therapy.
I wrote free shit.
Free the kitty! Instead of free the nipple, it's free the kitty.
What?
Right, I'm going to jump off. I did also want to say as well, if for anyone listening, if anyone's account ends up going down or they don't have any backups or anything like that, I have my old account if anyone wants it, my old awareness account. It's deactivated, it's just sitting there. If anyone wants it, say the word and you can have it. I'll hand over all the passwords because I don't need it. So, but yeah, I wanted to quickly say that as well.
There you go.
But yeah. Right, anyways, I'm going to jump off. I've got like, what is this? Around about 100 cookies to bag.
Oh. Sounds like
Oh, so you were baking then?
I did bake, but yeah, it's just, there are like loads of little white ghosts. The edible, no, even the edible kind sounds wrong.
Again, JJ, like, listen, if you want to do that on the, that's fine. You and Dan can have that, that's fine.
Sake. Yeah, even if I say the edible kind, it still sounds wrong. But yeah, sugar cookies, little white ghosts. No, that still sounds wrong.
And
Sounds like
sugar
floppy
cookies.
biscuit.
Oh, right, so you got to lick something sweet.
I always get to lick something sweet, Josh.
Lucky you.
Oh.
See, Angelica, these took me fucking hours. I was awake until, I didn't go to bed until 5:30, 6 o'clock this morning because I was baking and decorating these fuckers. So if I hear any trick or treaters say that they are nasty or anything like that, I am going to flip my fucking shit. Just saying.
Same Faye. I would lick them cookies good.
Yeah. Right. Anyways, I'm going to jump off. Oh,
Okay, JJ.
thank you for having me up.
Bye, JJ.
Bye. I'm going to stalk you in a minute, Nina.
That's okay. You're my favourite.
Oh, thank you. I'm everyone's favourite. Bye.
Bye. Oh, I don't know.
I don't know.
Have you seen the statement from Buckingham Palace?
I'm trying to work it out. Did I read it? I know that that statement has been put out, but I don't think I read it.
His Majesty has today initiated a formal process to remove the style, titles and honours of Prince Andrew. He will now be known as Andrew Mountbatten Windsor. His lease on Royal Lodge has to date provided him with legal protection to continue in residence. Formal notice has now been served to surrender the lease and he will move to alternative private accommodation. These censures are deemed necessary, notwithstanding the fact that he continues to deny the allegations against him. Their Majesties wish to make clear that their thoughts and utmost sympathies have been and will remain with the victims and survivors of any and all forms of abuse.
Yeah. It's good that that's happened.
This is William who's pushed for this.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say it was William. I think like this has been like, why now? Like what? Why specifically now is my thing. Like why now?
I think because
I'm like,
I think because that woman unalived herself.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think I mean they had to do something.
Yeah. I think once that happened. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I mean people are calling for the monarchy to be not disbanded, that's not the right word. Dissolved?
Yeah,
Now, fully. And I'm like, okay, but like we've had a monarchy for like so many years. Harry and Meghan next. Oh. But wasn't that title stripped like years ago? Or did they gave up their titles years ago, didn't they?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So, I mean, it is currently 1 p.m. Do you think our lovely resident locale, Elphaba, is going to go out trick-or-treating tonight on alcohol?
They won't even need to dress up.
No, they wouldn't. No. But no, yeah. So how have you been, Nina?
Yeah, not bad. Not bad, not great. Life is living.
I mean,
I'm breathing.
I mean, it is. You know, life is life.
Yeah.
Oh, it's 9 a.m. there, so you still have to get stockings for my costume. Ah.
Ding dong.
See, I'm not doing anything for Halloween. Not doing anything.
No, I bagged up little bags of sweets, but we normally only get about 5 or 6 kids come round because it's such a small.
I didn't get any last year. I didn't get any of them last year. And like, depending on what time I actually go to sleep, because you know I'm a night owl. But like, depending on what time I go to sleep, I'll probably sleep through it. No, my luck. No, my luck. Yeah, I'll probably sleep through it. So, but like, they're gonna be on live all fucking day, and I'm trying. This is like I couldn't come
They're
to.
They're going to be live just because the fact that this is a new. It's a new toy. It's basically a new toy. So you know he's gonna milk it.
Yeah.
Until I give it I'd even give it 6 months.
I wouldn't even give it that, considering how many people want a gun for them. So
Yeah, I don't even give it 6 months, and he will say he's had to rehome the cat because he's been doxed again, and everybody's caused him so much stress and anxiety that he can't look after the cat. And
oh yeah, it'd be everybody else's fault, but not theirs.
yeah, it'd be everybody else.
Everybody else's fault, you know. Everybody else's problem. I'm just like, at this point, like, and then you had all the Daryl stuff, all the different shit. I'm like, fuck me.
Yep.
Like,
my concern is he's going to go out drinking. He's going to come in and he's going to be really, really drunk and everything else. And he's going to trip over the cat or something, and he's going to break the cat's leg.
oh yeah. Hey, Dark Mother, hello. Yeah, I know.
I think something's going to happen. Something's going to happen.
Sad. I mean, I can see it happening as well. But remember the time I said that they're not drinking anymore? Remember?
They're not drinking right now because they've got no money, because they've just had to buy stuff for the cat.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's the end of the month now, which means they're going to get the payment out from TikTok.
Yeah.
And if it's a choice between something for themselves or cat food or whatever, which are they going to choose?
Something for themselves. We all know that.
Absolutely.
But like, so.
I mean, like some people are brutally honest and say, no, I don't want pets or children because I'm selfish and, you know, I'd rather treat myself. And that's honesty, you know?
Yeah. That's honesty.
My children come first, you know.
Oh, yeah.
I go without for my children. I go without for my pets, you know.
Yeah.
It's what I do, because, you know, apart from Wilbur, all of mine are rescues.
Yeah.
You know, I put money away every month in case a vet bill turns up.
Yeah, I get that.
Because even with insurance, you've got to pay out first and then claim it back.
Mm-hmm. That you do.
But he'll go through when that cat needs to be spayed. He'll go through cat's protection, so then he only has to pay £10.
Yeah, and anything that, yeah, but what they'll say is, I'm going to do it privately. That's the reason why I need all this money. They'll milk it for all they can.
She can get over it, yes.
This cat is a novelty to them, and it will wear off. The problem is that it will wear off, and that is a danger.
Yeah. If that cat doesn't take to him, then he's going to feel a lot of resentment, because female cats are, one minute they love you and the next minute they want nothing to do with you.
Girl,
and I've got 3 female cats. And
Nina, my cat is a female cat, and most days she doesn't even want to be near me.
yeah. And like Nadia, you know, my split face cat,
Yes.
she only allows you to stroke her when it's nighttime, and she'll come and jump on my bed, and then she'll want fuss. That is the only time. Any other time you go near her in the house, even if you walk past her in the house and you go to stroke her, she will have you. She does not like anybody. She is very much about her own personal space.
Yeah.
And she's always been that way. And so we've always left it that way. So like when my foster daughter comes around and brings the kids, I go, don't go near the cats. Leave the cats alone. If they want fuss, they will come to you. Otherwise, they will scratch you.
I get that.
And they understand that. They've always understood that.
Yeah.
It's the same with the dog. When you first bring a dog home, you know, there's things that you do, you know, when you feed them while they're eating, you go and you take their food off them, because, you know, then they know that you're the one in charge. So I'll put food down for my dogs and they will sit and wait, and I will say, right, yep, go and eat now. And then they will eat their food.
Yeah.
And cats, cats will, you know, he's got a cat litter tray, but that don't necessarily mean that cat's going to use that cat litter tray. They'll go under a table or under a bed or something, and that's where they'll have a shit.
Especially, and this is where you can kind of tell that's. I'm predicting it. I'm predicting that's going to happen. Why? My cat, right? My little furball has always used the litter tray. Right? I used to have a friend who had a cat and wasn't really gentle with that cat. That cat used to piss shit everywhere. Why? Because that cat, because they were a bit boisterous, we'll say, that cat, it was like a tug and pull kind of war.
Yeah.
And so, don't worry, they're not my friend anymore, thank God. But they used to have this tug and pull kind of thing where if you disrupt a cat and you're not gentle with them and things like that, they will piss and shit anywhere, because it's like you're causing them it's not just you're causing them distress, but also they're going to do it because they don't feel safe in your home.
No, Nadia, right, consider Nadia came when we already had 2 cats, right? And my 2 cats that I already had are extremely placid female cats, and they will mother anything and everything, right? So, but obviously when we bought the cat litter tray for Nadia, my 2 cats used it, and I emptied it as soon as they went in it. It was emptied, because I can't stand the smell, and I hate cat litter trays. So the quicker I can get that tray out the house, the better.
I get that.
But Nadia would go into the back room under the table, and straight away you'd know. So it was like, right, keep the door shut, and then she'd find somewhere else to go. And so then you've got to pull the furniture out and you've got to clean it, and you clean it straight away, because if not, your house is going to absolutely honk. And toxoplasmosis.
Yes. Yeah. And like, why are they doing this? What, like?
And if he's cooking food and the cat's going to jump up on the worktop where he's cooking, you know, you've got to think cats go in cat litter trays, and then, you know, they do what they do, and they're tottering about, and then they scrape the cat litter over it, and so they've got bacteria on their feet and everything.
Yeah. I know, yeah. My Furball doesn't really go in the kitchen, really. She doesn't really go in the kitchen. The only time she goes in the kitchen, because I keep the kitchen door closed, but the only time that, like, she goes into the kitchen is when I go into the kitchen, because she follows me in there.
Mine jump up on the worktop, and I put them down every time, and then as soon as I've put them down, I've got the disinfectant wipes out and I'm wiping the worktop, because I'm like, this is where I'm cooking, you know? Oh, he's going out tonight, but he's claiming he isn't going to drink.
We know they are. We know they're going to drink. Like,
and he's going to come in, and he's only had that cat 3 days.
Oh my God! Like,
and then if he has a meltdown,
and he's like, if Elphaba comes on live stream later on, like after screaming on live stream, people are going to call.
The thing is that it sounds like a horrible thing to say, and But he's the kind of person that I can imagine, you know, when you see these news reports and they've like picked up the kitten and like thrown it against the wall.
Yeah, yeah. And the problem is like, if you'd said, you know what the issue is? If you'd said this to me, I don't know, a few months ago, um, say like, actually no, say like this time last year, right? I would have been like, I kind of don't see that. After seeing Elphaba in full bloom for like the past year, yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, exactly, G. John. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And the thing is that if that cat suddenly disappears, the amount of people on TikTok are going to start deep diving massively.
Yeah.
Massively. You know, yeah. And yeah, your comment before, yeah, there's more chance of my mum walking through the front door and she's been gone 5 years, end of November, and than him going out and not drinking and sniffing, because his claim is that the gay community are huge for that kind of thing, and you know it gets offered around all the time. That's the biggest load of crap ever.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's the biggest load of crap going. Like that, it's a load of crap. Like Elphaba,
And we know that he's very disposable. So like he'll buy something and then he'll need money and he'll
like,
and you know it suddenly. I mean, how? God, go back to my videos from last year where I was literally researching everything that he had bought.
Yeah.
And where is it all?
Exactly.
He's very, very disposable for his own personal needs.
Yes, yeah, exactly. And the thing that throws me is, like, they're going out drinking tonight, clearly, because that's clearly what's going to happen. They are going to drink. We know that. Like, Elphaba, you've had this cat 3 days. 3 days.
Shouldn't even be leaving it.
Nope. Shouldn't be leaving it. Shouldn't be leaving the cat.
And last time, you know, when whoever it was on there saying I'm at Taco Bell, he went running out and left all the frigging doors open.
Yeah, and the thing is, like I will try to say, my cat has got separation.
And then it'll be somebody's stolen my cat. Somebody's stolen my cat.
Yeah, like the thing is, like my cat has separation anxiety because, like, I'm in all the time.
Yeah.
And if I like go down to like Birmingham, my partner's like, there is always someone in this house at most of the time, you know what I mean? So my cat has a little bit of separation anxiety, so that's the reason why sort of like she's gotten better over the years with it. Like if I go to sleep right now, she'll stay downstairs. When I say last year, she wouldn't do that. She'd have to be upstairs with me. So she's gotten better now, but like she does have separation anxiety. What makes Elphaba think she's gonna go out drinking tonight? That cat doesn't have separation anxiety. That cat has just been uprooted. We'll take Elphaba's story as is, right? They got this from a single mom and all this crap. We'll take that as it is. That cat has just been uprooted from another home to their home.
Mm-hmm.
And Elphaba has been known, as we seen it on live yesterday, screaming, because it's not singing, it's screaming at this point. Screaming. That cat is petrified. You can see it. So they're going to go out drinking. Logic, Elphaba, but logic. That cat hasn't even settled. It takes a cat a while to settle into a property. My
mum always used to say, you don't own a cat owns you.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah. My cat owns me. That's what we tend to say about this.
My Ginger Tom, there's no doubt in my mind that he's got at least 3 other owners, because he disappears and then he comes back. He's lost no weight whatsoever. Right?
Yeah, it probably does. Yeah.
So there's other houses that he's going to.
Yeah.
I've literally been looking for my cat before, and I've looked across the road, and he's in the house across the road, sitting on the windowsill inside. Right? Yeah, because that's what cats do.
Oh,
They
yeah.
will go wherever there is food and wherever there is attention.
Oh,
And
yeah.
if they find somewhere that they prefer, then it ain't coming back. And I don't know what floor he lives on. But if he lives on the ground floor, right, then yes, he can let the cat out. However, London is busy. And,
Yeah, that's a worry as well. Yeah.
you know, it gets out and it runs across the road and a car comes along, or, you know, it wanders off a bit and then it gets lost.
That's the thing. That's the problem. So I'm just looking at my little furball. She's currently like curled up on where she's been sleeping. That's the problem, and it's like this is irresponsible, and the intention behind Elphaba having a cat isn't.
It isn't the same intention as a normal person having a cat. You know, a normal person having a cat is, it's a pet, I'm going to love it, I'm going to care for it, you know, and everything
exactly.
else. His intention is, I wanted something, I've got it, you know,
And
because he is like a spoilt child.
And here's the thing: I can see Elphaba's logic. I can see Elphaba's logic a mile off. Elphaba's logic a mile off, right? That what they're going to turn around and say, if you bring up things like fleas and ticks and things like that to Elphaba, you know what Elphaba's going to turn around and say? Well, it's an indoor cat, but Elphaba goes out.
An indoor cat can still get fleas and worms.
Yeah, we still have to.
Because apart from anything else, there's a dog next door, but one, isn't there? And
Yeah, exactly.
you know,
We still, even though she's an indoor cat and I hardly leave the house, but my partner goes out to work and things like that, we still have to deworm and deflea her. Why is Elphaba mad? I've just been on another live. He's mad. Why is Elphaba? Probably because people are calling him out. I don't know. I've been live for like almost 4 hours, so I don't know. Elphaba's only just not long come live, so I haven't been watching.
let's have a look on my phone. Because let's have a look.
You could be mad at anything at this point. I mean, you're not wrong. You are totally not wrong. I mean, Elphaba literally, like, they were mad yesterday. They started their live off mad about mental health. They've been mad the past couple of days, and that's another concerning worry as well, is they've had that cat for 3 days. 3 days, Nina, right?
I'm on antidepressants. I have chronic mental health, so...
No, you don't. That's bullshit, and we all know it. But, Nina, they've had that cat for 3 days, right? 3 days.
So I'm not a genuine case.
Have they got a lot more angry over the past 3 days?
No, this is a post that's been put out yesterday because people are saying, you know, depression, you've just got a general case of depression, and they're like, no, I'm not a genuine case. And now they've put their t-shirt over the nose and they're having a tantrum because they're having to clean the litter tray and it's only day one because of the smell.
That does stink. That does smell.
Hey, Sassanerd girl. Like, yes, Elphaba, you have to clean the litter tray. And it stinks. Of course it does. Georgie said their landlord told them to get rid of the cat. I think Stormy has put up a video as well, that I have not seen yet as well. Kim, so I think, yeah.
Are they still live?
I think so. They're on some weird account though, someone said. They're not on their main account, they're on some, but they got their main account banned. They're on another account. How many accounts does Elphaba have? Girl!
I can't find their live.
Yeah, apparently Stormy says landlord has 24 hours. To remove the cat. Yeah, like.
See who's cam 2 in it. Somebody will be cam 2 in it.
Oh yeah, someone will be counting somewhere. Oh, I need freaking nuts for me to go over.
This is the prime fucking example.
Actually, yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Mama Bear, keep an eye out for the
I
troll
wonder what
and
that
Jules.
matter.
Yeah, we've got a lot on.
Ow. So I'm not a good cantua, so
No, I'm not.
I'm a crap cantua.
Yeah, I'm not in Georgie's live, but I've got Georgie's live on.
So Azir Live is planning on going out tonight and leaving the cat. So yeah, I believe that's the case. I believe that is the case. So yeah, I believe that's the case. I mean, am I shocked? No. You know. I don't know, Nina, like, I don't know. Why are they doing this? That person should not have any right. Saturday I'd go, oh, it's been a palaver. Like,
They were saying on it yesterday, Sassy, that somebody said to them, because they put the t-shirt over their nose because the cat had gone in a litter tray, and he was saying that really, really stinks. And they said, well, clean the litter tray out. And he was like, what difference is cleaning the litter tray going to make? I'm going to clean it out, but there's no point doing it right now.
So yeah, please no mention of monkeys in here today.
That cat's going to be gone. I'm sorry, that cat's going. That cat's gone.
Do your finger hurts? Repost.
That cat is going to be gone.
Thank you.
I would imagine that Alphaba's angry. If what Stormy's, I mean, I'm not saying that
Bananas as well.
Stormy comes with facts and evidence. So if what Stormy said is true, then I guess that's what Alphaba's angry at today.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, the mod mirror is me and blocking everyone. Well, of course, Sarah. Like, you dare not call out the Queen Elphaba, the narcissist of TikTok.
And Louise has just said there's flying monkeys everywhere, basically getting everybody banned.
Getting everyone banned. Yeah, they cleaned the litter tray and threw it down the toilet. Yeah, that's not going to end well. Like, why?
I don't think he's dressing up as green, or if he does, he might go later.
But why?
Yeah, thank you, Gemma.
Of course, there's going to be a lot of flying monkeys. I hope Elphaba is paying these flying monkeys well.
We don't know, Amber.
I doubt it.
But he's rushing to get out. When he said,
I know, Sarah, but if you bring up any concerns about the cat,
with a bottle of champagne,
nope, you can't have it.
and he refused
You can't
to
have any concerns about the cat.
cat mummy now, and he's going out. So he's just gone back off his word.
Anyway, cosmetics.
Oh, and he's not drinking tonight, guys. Sparkling
He was only
Martini.
saying yesterday, wasn't he, that you know, I'm gonna focus on my cat now, and this cat will be good for me because, you know, I won't be going out and drinking and things like that.
We all knew that. We all know that wasn't going to be. But no, no, that's no go. No, not joking. They flushed the litter tray down the toilet, and it was
So, you know,
stuff too.
I'd say the novelty's wearing off already because, you know, cats don't want to play all the time. Cats don't want to be the centre of attention all the time.
Nice little red lip there.
Look, like I said,
And that cat has not got enough room in that flat to move around and do what it needs to do.
like I said, my furball is currently asleep on my clothes horse.
Yeah,
Like
mine have all gone out.
Like, if I go over and stroke her, you know, she'll like it. But
Like, he hasn't got a cat bed. He hasn't got a scratch post or anything like that.
I mean, I will try to say my cat doesn't use a cat bed or a scratching post. To
No,
scratch
mine don't.
You know?
Mine don't use them, and you know, but mine go out. So
Yeah,
you
I
know, if they want to scratch, then they go
Yeah.
out and scratch and things like that. But no, mine don't have cat beds. But what I'm saying is that he's not considering the needs of the cat.
No, and that cat's gonna scratch everything else. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
He'll scratch
Everything.
the side of the bed, and you know.
Skirts, dresses, shoes, anything really. It's just not going to end well. It's just not going to end well. Like John says, it's just not going to end well. Kaza. I mean, that's the reason why they put the hats in the wardrobe. Dare not have the cat scratch and destroy their beloved hats.
One of my cats sleeps in the wardrobe.
I was going to say, has my cat ever done that? Yes.
Yeah, they go in and hide in there, don't they?
Yep. I've had to do that in, like, there was a time when I couldn't find this little shit for hours. And she's an indoor cat. Could not find her for hours. Love nor fucking money. Right? Looked everywhere except in the dresser, except in the clothes dresser. God knows how she'd managed to do it. Obviously, I'd got like a t-shirt or some like pajama bottoms out from the bottom.
Yep.
And I'd obviously not closed it properly. Oh, she managed to climb in and managed to shut the fucking drawer.
Mine always appear when I get the clothes out the tumble dryer. As soon as I get the clothes out the tumble dryer, they're suddenly there. Because the clothes are warm.
Yeah. I think that's the reason why my cat's taken to the clothes horse, because it's one of those heated ones.
Yeah.
But like, you know, it's like I couldn't find her for hours, and that's where the little shit was. That's where the little shit. I was like, you little shit. I've been looking for you for hours, and you were in there. And then there was another time, I found, because our boiler is in our bedroom where we are, and it's enclosed in like a drawer. No, not drawer. Basically, it's enclosed. And to open it, you open the door, and that's where all our towels are as well. I found her in there at one point as well, just curled up on the floor. I'm like, okay. Spent hours looking for you
Mine
again.
mine used to sleep in the tortoise table with the tortoise because the heat lamp.
Yeah. I was just saying, I found her in the most oddest of places.
That's interesting, guys.
I've got a picture. This was way back in the day before I moved. I found her in a bookshelf, asleep on top of video games. I've got a picture of her, flat out, asleep in a bookshelf. Because, you know, this is where I sort of sit there and I'm like, Elphaba, you can't make a cat do what you want it to do. The cat is going to do what it wants to do. And the more you command it and demand it, that cat is going to rebel.
Well, let's do Emily then.
What if one of us volunteered ourselves to this? No. I knew that would be a no.
Assassinate girl, we all have, me and my partner have dark clothes. My cat is white.
I'm not making the call.
Yep. So you can imagine. You can imagine.
Come on, Richard.
We try. We've got one of those what they're called. They're called something. Basically, it's where it rolls the fur off. It's a roller, and you can roll it on your clothes to get rid of the fur.
Hello.
Yeah, that works for like 2 seconds.
Bad news.
Works for like 2 seconds.
I'll keep promising. What does that mean?
Just when George is live and people are saying he has had a visit from the landlord. Oh, well, that wouldn't shock me either.
Don't actually.
Yep, I've had them. I've had my cat's name is Morgana. I've had her asleep in the sink, in the bath, in the bath,
I can't bear this. I can't bear
in the bathroom sink. Like she's found some odd places to sleep.
Richard, my brother said sit down.
I know what he said.
Very odd places to sleep.
I'm not having any part of this. It's not a unanimous decision.
Farida, sit at the head of the table.
Oh, right, I'm gonna go.
Yeah, I'm gonna come off too. I've been live for quite a while.
Have you had a nap today, Joshy?
I have not yet. No,
Well,
I will
I
do
think
that.
you need one.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. The housing have turned up. Oh shit. Yeah, I will catch everyone later.
Love you, honey.
Love you too, honey.
Bye.
And I will speak to everyone later.
Yeah. Bye, sweetie.
Bye, everybody.